What's good, everyone? So I'm gonna make this a. I want to make this a quick video, but I don't know. Like usually when I make shut the fuck up! Damn, I want to break this fucking phone. Usually when I make, usually when I make videos, I plan on making them short, or I just plan on making them quick. But I usually just go on, and that's one of my things. I always go on, and so I'm gonna try to make this a quick video. Yeah, I'm starting my fast tonight. I'm gonna do 30 days or as much as I can, pretty much. And yeah, I'm starting today. So tomorrow's gonna be day one, and I haven't done a fast probably for like close to a month. So usually I don't go more than a month without doing a fast, like rarely. But yeah, I'm not really gonna make this whole video about responding to this bitch because this bitch made a video. She would just rant. She don't know what the fuck she talking about. This bitch is all over the place. She's crazy. Like I'm not even gonna entertain this shit. She told me something like, "If you like Africa, go back to Africa." Like I'm not even gonna respond or entertain any of that dumbass shit because she has no idea what the fuck she's talking about. She's retarded. I might. Where's my phone at? I might go over a little bit of the video, but like you could tell the bitch has mental illness, and this is why I said like I do not like social media because social like when you one thing about society that I don't like is motherfuckers will gaslight you. And this doesn't just go with this bitch. This goes through every aspect of life. Like one thing I've realized is people will gaslight the fuck out of you. They will do things to put you in a situation to say certain things. And I don't want to say put you because nobody can make you do shit. But then sometimes you just be like, you ain't gonna, you're gonna respond how you want to respond, and then you respond, and then they try to make you look like you're crazy. Like there's motherfuckers who come on my page say what I'm saying is bullshit or I'm crazy, but then they're paying taxes. They go work a 9 to 5 job. They spend money on fucking food, like just stupid degenerate shit that people think is normal. They want to sit here and call me crazy, but yet they're doing crazy shit on a daily basis. Motherfuckers is about to celebrate a fucking holiday next tomorrow where they fill their fat ass gut up with groceries, and they want to call me crazy. What I'm saying. So motherfuckers like to gaslight you. This is why I don't like social media, because one thing about social media is if you let it, it will bring out the demon and the beast in you that you don't need to bring out. It will bring out certain qualities because, and then when you act upon it or you say certain shit in response, they will gaslight you and call you. This is what they did to Nature Boy. Nature Boy came on and he was actually like speaking normal, minding his own business. And the thing is, people mind their own business before shit goes wrong. He came on minding his own business, and the trolls kept doing the same shit over and over, and obviously to a normal person that's going to make them respond a certain way. So then he responded in a certain way, then they wanted to sit here and condemn him for, oh, you're evil, you're this, you're that. But in reality, it's like, nigga, he was minding his business, people kept saying shit, and then they turn him into a monster. They'll turn, if you let society let it, they'll turn you into a monster. Even when it comes to this race baiting shit, what they'll do is they'll put a lot of race bait shit, like a police officer killing a black kid, and they'll put a lot of that shit to make you be angry about it. And then it'll get to a point where you'll hear so much racist shit and a bunch of racist shit and a whole bunch of negative crap that when it happens to a white person, like, oh, let's just say some white bitch or some white kids get their heads chopped off and slaughtered, if you're not careful, they'll make you actually, social media will make you actually rejoice and be happy, like, good, I'm glad this motherfucker got his head chopped off because look what they did to these black people. This is why I say you got to be careful to not let them get you to that point, because you'll start actually condoning evil and wanting to do shit based upon this mental illness what they got. This is why they have this. That's why there's a lot of racist black people, racist white people. Like me, I'm not racist. I hate when I talk shit about a race. I talk shit about black, white, every race I talk shit about. I'm not like, oh, ain't no race perfect, but you have motherfuckers on here. They're racist. They have hatred based upon the experience they've been through in life, and a lot of it is reinforced through social media. just like these trolls, like this stupid bitch, like she's trying to bring out something to make you just feel like, okay, fuck this bitch, and wants me to keep responding on you. I'm not gonna keep responding to you. You're nobody to me. Because one thing about me, I don't respond. It's like I'm either gonna go meet you in real life, or I'm gonna just send a lot of witchcraft and send a lot of negative energy, and your life's just gonna end up in shambles, and you're not gonna know what the fuck is happening, and when you ain't shit working for you, because I'm throwing spiritual work at your stupid ass. Like, I'm not the type of person to just waste my time, and I'm not gonna do that, because like I said, I have better things to do than waste my energy. Why I'm gonna waste my energy making your life miserable, where I can use that energy to better my situation? That's dumb as fuck. So people want to put you in a situation to do this. So I say you got to not don't. This is why I say try to take a break from social media. Like, I'm gonna start streaming and gaming on my channel, and I'm gonna be doing a lot, because especially I'm gonna be doing a lot more fasting than I was previously before, because I noticed that is actually is very beneficial to me personally. Like I said, everything I do on my page is my issue, my problem, what works for me. I don't speak for everyone else. I'm not part of no esoteric. I'm not part of no group. I'm not part of shit. I speak for my channel. I don't give a fuck about what works for you that doesn't work for me. I don't give a fuck. I'm not a teacher. So get off my page. Like me, I promote fasting, yoga, healing. I don't promote it because it works for everyone. I promote it because it works for me. And if you're on my channel and it works for you, then that's good. I'm talking to you. But I'm not trying to connect this stupid ass nigga. Well, I'm not gonna call him stupid. At least he came on the channel. I have respect for the dude to come on the channel and ask me to, like, the last caller that came on. I don't know if I don't think he's a fed. Maybe he is. I don't know. I really don't give a fuck. But at the end of the day, at least the nigga had the balls to come on and address the issues that he seen what I was saying. Like, people like that, I'm not trying to convince. I've never tried to convince anyone. I'm not gonna lie and say throughout my whole life it was never like that. When I was younger, back in the day, there would be times I would try to prove my point to motherfuckers. But as I got older, I realized when things worked for me, the satisfaction I got when it worked for me, it made me not give a fuck anymore, because I knew I was right. And only the person I needed to prove was me, not anyone else. That's when I stopped giving a fuck about proving, because I knew it worked for me. And I realized some people, they're meant to suffer. Some people are meant to, when I say suffer, I'm not saying suffer like going through, there's different types of suffering. You not having knowledge is suffering. There's a lot of people, like even the internet and society, they will program you to make you believe that every single person who's going through financial issues is simply only because of the government. But they don't tell you, in reality, a lot of people are going through financial situations, health situations, negative relationship situations, because of their stupidity and their ignorance, what they believe in. Because the spirit will put solutions to solve your problems in life, whether it be financial, relationship, with anything. And a lot of people, they don't have the comprehension and the competency to choose what the spirit led them to get out of that situation, to get out of that rut. So they don't take the decision, and then they'll be like, oh, look at the world is doing to me, everyone's doing this, I can't do this, life is hard. But in reality, it's like, no, it's not that it's hard, it's just you're a fucking idiot and you don't want to take what was given to you. So you always got to keep in mind, when you see people suffering, it's not always because of what something external is happening. I will say about 75% of the time is because motherfuckers don't have the comprehension, because they don't want to do what they have to do to get, they're trying to force a triangle into a square shape. And because they like triangles so much, they don't want to switch to a square to put it in there. They want to keep the triangle and try to make it fit. So that's people's problems. There's nothing to do, 75% of the time is nothing to do with, oh, it's something external. So you got to always keep it in mind, like, know what's going on in life. This is why I say stay off social media, because they're trying to, they have a lot of programs right now to make you believe something is real that's not. They want you to believe everyone's broke, or everyone's rich, or everyone's depressed. There are poor people, there are rich people, there are depressed people. Obvious fucking lead. Obvious fucking lead. Like, that's common sense. But they want you to think everyone's like that, because a lot of people are miserable. And when when a human being is miserable, it's normal psychology for them to want to cling on to other people who are miserable. So you have all these communities that are built off trauma bonding. But the bad thing about it is, when you want to better yourself out of that community, let's just say you're trauma bonding with people who are depressed. Once you start taking care of your depression and you get better, you can be the most peaceful person ever. And you just start taking care of yourself and you're not depressed no more. By default, by human default, a human instinct, everybody within the group you were trauma bonding with, they're gonna look at you like you're an agent. They're gonna look at you like you're an enemy. Not really because the people who are looking at you are bad or they're haters. It's because people want to see you miserable like them. And they're like, how did he get out of it? And I can't. And then they look at you like you're so. This is why I say you never want to even trauma bond with anyone. And this is why a lot of struggle content is very popular on YouTube nowadays, is because of that fact, because everybody wants to. When people see a lot of people struggling like them and they think the whole world is struggling, it makes themselves feel better about their situation. So people are willing to not do the work. They're really not to rebel against the government because they're like, well, this is just how it has to be. But once people realize it doesn't have to be like that, and all the problems you went through in life is because of you, that's when motherfuckers start getting realizations and getting depressed and getting like feeling like they wasted time in life. And once that happens, then that's when shit changes. And the government, the system, and the people who make this social media, they don't want it to get to that point. So they want you to keep thinking in a certain way until like the end of your life where it's too late to get anything done. So this is why they have a lot of people in that situation right now. But as far as the stupid ass, retarded ass bitch, she made a video. I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of video. She don't know what the fuck she's talking about. She even mentioned at the end of her video, like she wishes she didn't wake up in the morning. Like obviously you're dealing with somebody who has a lot of like mental illness and they're dealing with something. And I'll show you the video. It's crazy, man. Like I don't know how these people even find my fucking page. Like this bitch in one of her videos, she actually went to City Hall and went to a city hall. First of all, why are you going to a City Hall meeting? Like you're better off going to a fucking strip joint to eat peanut butter and digging your ass. You're better off doing something like that than going to a City Hall meeting. And why the fuck is this shit making noise? God damn, this shit is annoying. God damn. Like she went to a City Hall meeting, right? And not only that, that's retarded to go to a City Hall meeting. Not only that, this bitch went to the City Hall meeting and starts rambling about Elon Musk and fucking, what else did this bitch say? Elon Musk and voter fraud. Like the most unimportant, meaningless, useless shit a human being could come out their mouth. She's talking in a fucking, she's speaking to people who are also useless and meaningless. You're going to a city hall, like, what's the point? Like I don't get it. And then when I seen that, it made me realize, like, well, how the fuck did this bitch find my page? Like, I don't attract people like this. Like, how are you even able to comprehend what I'm even saying on my page for you to be like, to retain your attention to even keep watching? Like, I don't get it. That's what I'm saying. Like, hold on, where's this bitch at? And she says something about the government and she's trying to wake people up for the bitch. You're not waking nobody up from the government, motherfucker. How can you wake somebody up for the government? Everybody knows the government is retarded. Like that's the stupidest shit ever. She's like, I'm trying to wake my kids up for the government and try to tell them the government's corrupt. And bitch, everyone knows the government's corrupt. That doesn't mean shit. Like just because you know the government knows, everybody knows it's corrupt. Like the fuck is that supposed to mean? That doesn't mean shit. Nigga, people been knowing that. Look at the world; it's getting worse. Like there's never ever gonna be a time where the whole world gets their shit together. What you're gonna see is different communities, different individuals thriving and getting their shit right. It would never be a case where the whole world is gonna get their shit right. Like I said, the world is done. We're at the end of the world mentally. I said it before. The world is already done. This shit's about to crash. But when I say this, I'm talking about the system. This is where when the guy's like, well, why do you hate society so much? And he tried to make it look like I'm somebody who hates the world or I hate life and people. No, there's nothing wrong with life. There's nothing wrong with people. There's nothing wrong with any of that shit. When I say I hate society, I don't like this system. I don't like this corporation. I don't like capitalism. And I don't like anything attached to it, including people that believe in it. So that's where I said I hate the society, I hate the system, and that's gonna collapse. That's already collapsed and it's crashing. It's not even it's crashing, it's already crashed. This is why you think you see AI, Bitcoin. That's a sign of crash. That's not a sign of it's getting better. It's a sign of their shit ain't working. So they have to go and get some other shit that's still not gonna fucking work. AIs are not about to go anywhere. You niggas is crazy if you think AI is gonna be something. The AI is not gonna work out like they want it to work. A lot of this shit ain't gonna work out. So that's what I'm telling you. Don't put too much of your eggs in a basket thinking this is how life is going to be, because they told you everything they tell you on the internet with AI, with money, with the future 2030 agenda. That's what they want to happen. It doesn't mean what's going to happen. So stop fucking thinking that what's going to happen is going to happen. Like, they want that shit to happen. You got to put in work for everything. Don't you understand? Like, no matter what you do, things don't just happen in life. Ken, where's this bitch's page? Where's this stupid ass? Oh, man. Okay, I don't know why my internet's not working. Well, it's working because I'm on live, but the internet on this phone is not working. Let me. God damn. I know my nose be itching and shit a lot. This is really annoying. I don't know what's going on with this phone. Like, it literally won't even open up the fucking YouTube. The fuck is going on? Hold on, guys. Give me a minute. I'm about to turn this phone off. This is really pissing me the fuck off right here. This phone's never done that before. I'm gonna show you this video. It's never done that. I don't know what's going on. It's fucking really getting me on my fucking nerves. But I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna start. I'm not gonna even really. I'm gonna be online more, but I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start doing my streaming a lot more. Like, just start. And I'm not doing this shit like streaming as far as like as of content. I just, whenever I'm playing the game, I'm just gonna stream it. Like, I'm not gonna be doing no content because I don't give a fuck about YouTube like that no more. Like, this fucking platform is no use for me. That's why I'm glad I'm like, I'm really intelligent, because a lot of people's problems aren't my problem. That's one thing I'm so grateful and I'm so fortunate. Like, if I could say the most fortunate, the most grateful thing I am for in life is my mind and how I perceive and how I comprehend life and how I look at things and my optimism and my outlook. I feel so, I don't like to use the word blessed, but I feel so fortunate for having the mind that I have to be able to look at life away, because I don't have most people's problems because of my mind. So, like, this goes beyond money, material, beyond fucking just stupid shit people want to focus on. Like, I feel so fortunate because of that. Like, because a lot of people's problems aren't my fucking problem, and I'm realizing that. Because when I remember when I was young, I'll have like people that are older than me, like parents, relatives, tell me, if you don't do this, this is gonna happen when you get older, or this is gonna happen. And I used to get scared, but then as I got older, those things never happen. Not because I per se listened to them, but I had a certain mindset which took me in a path where by default those things never happen, either because I did the right thing or I just didn't give a fuck, so therefore it didn't affect me. So either way, it played out like certain things didn't happen because my problems weren't other people's problems. Even if I did have a problem, it still wasn't the same problem because I didn't really perceive it and looked at it a certain way. So that's something I've always been very fortunate of, my mind and how I look at shit, because I know there's a lot of idiots out here. I know what I realize is 99% of people suffering is their mind and how they look at things. You guys may think is, oh, people don't have money, is people don't have a relationship, they need a girl, they need this. If that was really the issue, then they would know how to go and get that to fix the issue. Why don't, if a girl, if not having a girlfriend is your problem, or not having money is your problem, then go get a girl, go get money. Why can't you get it? Because your mind is fucking retarded, so you can't use your mind to fix dilemma. You see what I'm saying? You can't use your mind to fix the problem. If you need food, but you're too retarded to pick food, your problem is not having food. Your problem is not being able to um, pick food. That's your problem, dumbass. People want to talk about the symptom and not the actual problem. You're a fucking retard. That's why your suffering is there. Not because you don't have this and that. It's because you're retarded, and your retarded brain won't allow you to have the knowledge and know how to fix the situation you're in to get whatever you think you need. Most people are retarded. That's why I'm realizing that shit. And then people say, "Oh, you're arrogant, you're ego." So what am I supposed to say? What am I supposed to say? Oh, well, we don't know it. Then shut the fuck up. Don't if you think I'm arrogant in my ego, then that's your own perception, and that's your own projection. That means you think of yourself as you're not shit. So therefore, you assume everybody else is supposed to think like that, or they're somehow in their ego. Because somebody who thinks of themselves of intelligence and they are the shit, they're by default not gonna have an issue with what I'm saying. Or if they do, and they do think of themselves intelligent, then that means they're probably they're like manipulate a person. And when they see people that they can't manipulate, it gets them triggered and angry. So either way, it's some type of projection. This bitch said, I know this comment was for me because she left this comment right after she made that video. She said, if you're on social media trying to get famous, stop. What the fuck for? Bitch, I'm not trying to get famous. I'm not trying to get famous. Who the fuck said I'm trying to get famous? Haven't you seen any of my videos? I'm not like this is not a kid channel. She says something about grooming fucking kids or something. Like she's trying to project her own shit onto me. First of all, what the fuck you talking? I don't even if I go into my analytics, ain't no kids even watch my channel. And even if any kids watch my fucking channel, if there was any kids under 18 watch, I would say probably under 18 to under 16 watching my channel, what I would say is they got some really, really retarded fucking parents. Because if your kid is subscribed to my channel, talking the way I talk, and your parents allowed you to watch my channel, you got some really retarded parents, or those parents aren't even in the kid's life. Because there's no way in hell anybody under 18 whose parents are in their life is going to be subscribed to my channel, and the parent isn't going to watch my channel and be offended like fuck and tell their kids to get the fuck off my page, or they're going to whoop their ass. So ain't no, and even my analytics says what I just said, because I don't even have anybody under 18 in my fucking analytics. So stupid ass bitch trying to project her own shit onto me. Just because your ass was molested and fucked with throughout your whole life, your kids was fucked with, you was fucked with, your mother probably was fucked with. And this comes from her channel. I'm not just saying this. She said this herself. She was fucked with, and her kids is fucked with. Bitch, that runs in your family. Don't project your shit onto me, you dingy ass bitch. Don't project that shit into me. That's why your whole page is talking about, so we got to save the kids and these sex traffickers and Illuminati. Anybody talking like that, those are her ass fucking people. We get Illuminati and they sex traffic children. Okay, what the fuck are you going to do about it? You going to sit here and think about it all day? They do that shit every fucking day. The priest, the pope, what are you going to do? Just sit there, revolve your whole life about that shit? Bitch, move the fuck on and go do something. There's people I even know that been through crazy shit like that. They move the fuck on. They heal. They're thriving. They laugh, and they probably in a better spirit than people who haven't even been through that shit, because get over it and heal from it. Fucking dumb. Talk about I'm trying to get. How the fuck am I trying to get famous, bitch? My channel is not kid worthy. Is not famous. It's not even adult friendly. I don't even have an adult friendly channel, let alone a kid friendly channel. Like my shit is very not friendly. And I don't mean it like I'm a mean person, because I'm not a mean person. I'm not a nice person. I'm not a good person, and I'm not an evil person. I'm just me. And I do what the fuck I do at the time being based on what I need to do. I'm not mean. I'm not nice. I'm not evil. And I'm not good. I'm nothing. So, and I'm not famous. I don't want to be fucking famous. Why the fuck would I be famous? The only reason most people want to be famous is financial reasons, because they're too stupid to realize there's other ways to be wealthy besides fame. If you look at the reason why most people even want to be famous, nigga, there is because of financial reasons. Money. They want to get more AdSense and YouTube check. That's the main reason everyone wants to get famous. It's not really because people want people to know them. Because if you were famous for no reason, nigga, and you weren't getting paid, that's a burden. So I don't want to be fucking famous, bitch. Like, why would you even say, like, I'm trying to be famous on here? That's you. You want to be. See, look at this bitch in the comment. Yet kids are forced to look at porn. Ain't nobody forcing anybody to do shit, bitch. What the fuck are you talking about? You see what I'm talking about? Where did this come from? Where did this come from? Like, she just all over the. This bitch needs to be on medication or something. Who the fuck? What kids? Your kid? Like, why are you? First of all, if it ain't your kids, bitch, why are you even worrying about it? If it's not your children or it's not people that you know, like, why you give a fuck about kids if it ain't your kids, bitch? This you don't even got your kids. And what are your kids watching porn? Are you projecting that? Who the fuck say you gotta watch porn? If a kid is watching porn, they got some degenerate fucking parents. Your parents must be retards if you're watching porn. Fucking stupid. Like, people just Taylor, she just said the most dumbest shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know how the fuck this bitch even found my fucking page. Like, how the fuck you find my page, bitch? Get the fuck out of here. Talk about kids forced to watch porn, bitch. Ain't nobody forced to do anything in life, dummy. If the kid watched porn, the motherfucker was probably horny and wanted to watch some shit, and the parents were in the fucking kid's life. The fuck you talking about? Ain't nobody watching shit, forced to watch shit, you stupid ass bitch. Fucking retarded. He's like, you do know that Hollywood is a trap, right? Bitch, I've never wanted to be in Hollywood. Like, when the fuck did I ever give you the impression I want to be in Hollywood? Like, they won't. I'm not even like. I don't even want to get in. She's fucking retarded. You do know all these celebrities are running for help as well, but the help, be the help, not the problem. Money will not fix your issue. It's deeper than that. I never said money will fix my issue, and like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, mental illness. Just everything on my page that I pretty much talk about, that talk against. She's trying to act like that's what my page is. How can, like, even if you were somebody who was on YouTube and you were trying to get in the algorithm, or you're trying to go and get a professional career, how I act is the exact opposite of how you should be acting. I don't give a fuck about status, authority. Not in a form of I'm rebellious, I'm gonna go and cuss authority. No, I have respect. Like I said, I'm not mean, I'm not nice, I'm not evil, I'm not good. So if I'm in a public setting, I'm gonna obviously be in a certain energy if I'm there. If I don't want to be there, then I'm not gonna be there. Like, you got these dumb motherfuckers out here who will go to a job and go to an interview and complain that they're being stifled. Bitch, if you're being stifled at your job, then don't work there. Quit. Or create your own situation where you don't have to work. You can't go in somebody's domain and then complain that you have to be acting all a certain way. Like, bitch, like, this is what I'm saying. Like, people are just so weird. Like, my page has never been about, like, if you look at my page, I've never been somebody who would want to be famous or want to be in Hollywood or want to be any of that shit. Like, just how I talk and get myself off. Like, that's why I'm hella shadow banned, you dumb bitch. I'm like one of the most shadow banned channel. Like, they fuck my subscribers stay at the same fucking number. Even my views in my live streams, they're usually above like 10, 11. And every time I will talk a certain way, they'll make it go up to 11, but then they'll take it back down to like 2 or 3. Like, they fuck with my views, my subscribers. That's why my subscribers is at 466. It's like somehow only one person keeps. Then after I say this, they'll probably make it go down to like 450 something. But obviously, it's funny how like my subscribers would be at like 466, 467. It's like there's that one person that subscribes and unsubscribes. It will make more sense if they made the subscribers go up and then go down and fluctuate like higher. But there's like off by one number, like, and it would just stay at one number. Like, who the fuck is just gonna be subscribing and then unsubscribe? And especially now, like, because if you go back to every video I make, it's the same video. It's nothing different. Just like that's like everybody else on YouTube. They talk about the same shit. I talk about the same shit. So I'm not talking about anything different. That's what YouTube is. 99.9% of people on YouTube, if not everyone, they talk about the same fucking shit on you every day, every upload. I talk about the same fucking shit. So how would there be somebody who subscribed who unsubscribed if I'm talking about the same fucking shit every fucking live stream I do? Dumbass. Let's watch this stupid bitch's video. And she gets parts of the video without getting the whole context of the video. So when I talked about the indigenous shit, she doesn't get the whole context of the thing. She's just like the news broadcast. They will tell a story and then they'll do an interview and only get a little bit of what the person say and clip out the rest, and it looks like the person did something like that they didn't do or said something or meant something they didn't mean. Like fucking retard. I'm on this fucking land. Because she says she's native. Bitch, you're not native. If you're a native, why don't you have any of the knowledge of the people of the land? Why don't you have any benefits? Where's your tribe at? Where's your foundation, your community? Like, you don't have any of that. You're not native. Stop saying that. Everyone says they fucking native. 99% of people that say they're Native American have a mental illness. You got to understand it, because people out here are trying to prove they're native. She's like, oh, I have the documents to prove it. Just you saying that makes me realize that you're not fucking native, bitch. Because if you did, then you should actually be doing native shit. Why are you even participating in the system? Or why aren't you trying to break free out of this system? Why are you so focused on this system and bullshit? Why are you still having regular people problems if you're native like that? Like, it shouldn't be a problem. You're not on no reservation. You don't have no benefits. You don't have nothing. Not even, fuck all that other shit. You don't have the knowledge and the community. Your family's fucking dysfunctional, bitch. Like, what are you talking about? You just said your kids was molested by some dude because your mother dropped them off and didn't know what the fuck she was doing. That's not no native fucking shit, bitch. And that's some American shit. Fucking with kids. That's a European American people created that shit. That shit didn't exist with native. That shit only existed once this came. Even if you see it in China and Africa, it happened after colonization, dummy. After they colonized, then everything got fucked up. The mental illness came, and then that's when all that pedophile and children fucking and all, that's when that came. So, bitch, you're not native. You've never had no foundation of that.
Okay. This guy's a fucking idiot. So I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. Until then, I'm protesting too, because on this fucking land, this ain't my land. I'm from Africa, so okay. This guy is a fucking idiot. So I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. Until then, I'm protesting too, because
you're protesting. See, you can't say anything. Why the fuck are you protesting, you dumbass bitch? Like, why would you protest? What's the point of you protesting? You even know what protesting? The government made protesting, created it. First of all, you didn't, like, when you said you're gonna go protest, you didn't come up with that idea. Somebody came up with that idea for you. Why are you even protesting? What the fuck? Who the fuck said that's even gonna work? Why do you even need to protest? This is why I say, like, this bitch is retarded.
I'm trying to prove to my kids and to other people too as well, but my kids, that this government is fucked up. It's always been fucked up. I don't want to be a part of the United States. I'm not a part of the United States. I'm being silenced.
Bitch, ain't nobody a part of the United States, you stupid bitch. If you're not part of the Masonic families, if your paycheck isn't from the taxpayers and you're not part of these fake Masonic families, you're not part of the United States, you dumbass bitch. Nobody's a part of the United States. Everyone's a fucking slave to the corporation getting their taxes drained. So you can't be a part of the United States unless you're in on the beneficiary, the benefits. You're getting a check every month, sitting on your ass, doing nothing, and you living in a fucking penthouse. That's who is in the United States. You're not part of that group. You're not in that in crowd, nigga. So I don't know, like, nobody is part of the United States. I don't know anybody personally who is, and anybody who says they're part of the United States and they're a patriot, they have a mental illness. So like, bitch, we're nobody's part of it.
My birthrights are being taken away, and then I got this motherfucker. People like him. Like you're some new ager. Oh, we don't need any of this stuff. I'm a son. Bitch, shut the fuck up with that dumbass shit. Ain't nobody trying to hear any of that stupid ass. He got nothing. Okay. Retard. Westminster School District is corrupt. I got that.
So your whole fight in life is because of school district. See, look at the back of her shirt. This bitch actually got a shirt. The back of her shirt says Westminster School District is corrupt. Who gives a fuck? Who cares? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? So you went and got a shirt that says Westminster School District is corrupt. Bitch, you ain't even in school anymore. You look like a whole grown ass fucking senior citizen. How are you gonna sit here and talk about a school district? Bitch, you haven't been to school in decades. So what the fuck? Why is that even on your to-do list of what the fuck you need to do when you wake up out of the bed? Bitch, you got your priorities fucked up. And you don't even got your kids with you, bitch. All your videos is to your kids. It's to your kids. That means you don't got your kids with you, because if you did, you would just tell your kids in person what the fuck you're saying on the internet instead of having to make a video. Like you some fucking kidnapped victim trying to send out an SOS. Oh, this is gonna be to my children. I hope you guys see this. Like, shut the fuck up, bitch. Worrying about something so unimportant.
I've been protesting and
let me skip some of this shit.
You can't do what I do anyways. It fucking sucks because people like him, they groom kids. They really groom kids. I'm not playing with around. He really grooms kids by what he puts out, what he projects.
This bitch is dumb. See, this is where she's getting retarded. Kids don't even watch my page, motherfucker. Kids don't even watch my page. Like, I cuss a lot. I talk a lot of shit on here. Kids shouldn't watch my page. And a lot of my videos are over 18 only. So what the fuck are you talking about? Like I said, she's projecting her own pain because her kids was groomed by some fucking old ass man, and she wants to project that shit on every other man because of her kids got groomed. So bitch, that's your problem. Go deal with your kids getting groomed and molested, which you said from your channel, bitch. Go deal with that. Don't sit there and project that onto me and what the fuck you think I'm doing, because ever since your ass was fucked with and your kids was fucked with, you think every man is your abuser. That's some projection shit, bitch. And this came from your mouth. I'm not just saying it. If you watch her channel, she has all of this said. I'm not just saying this. This bitch is crazy as fuck. When they were playing, when that nigga, whoever fuck with her, did what he did, it fucked her mind up. So you guys gotta understand that. Stupid ass dog.
So, and this is bullshit. I don't need to take this shit from anybody. The reason why I go on his page is because I'm told
Okay, listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this.
I'm not playing with him.
Listen to this.
Really kids
okay.
By what he
okay, shut up, bitch.
From anybody. The reason why I go on his page is because I'm told to.
So I'm gonna rewind that.
I don't want it. This is bullshit. I don't need to take this shit from anybody. The reason why I go on his page is because I'm told to.
Okay. She said the reason why I go on his page is because I'm told to. So, bitch, you said something about me being, bitch, that sound like some agent shit. You said you go on my page because you were told to. So you sound like a fucking agent at this point. If you weren't so mentally like incompetent and didn't seem like somebody who should be on pharmaceutical meds, if you didn't sound like somebody like that, I would actually think you're a federal agent. But I know you're not, because you're very fucking crazy. Like, feds they're crazy too, but you have to at least have some type of competency and not be like a Looney Tune to be even in that shit. You're a Looney Tune. So especially when you said this shit about somebody told you. So I know you're just fucking crazy at this point. Talking about somebody told you to watch my page. Who the fuck? I wonder who the fuck told you to watch my page. Because either or is not looking good for you. Is either a federal agent told you, and that means you're a federal agent, or those voices in your head told you, and that means you're a fucking Looney Tune. So either or, it's not looking good for you, bitch. I don't know why would you even say that. Somebody told you to watch my fucking videos. Like, who the fuck told you that? See, like, you're hella dumb because this is somebody who, well, I don't even want to get. This is somebody who they can easily be possessed. You can easily like, because her mind ain't there already. So spiritually, I, it's easy to exacerbate what she already has going on. So if I like wanted to, if I was really that fucked up, I can easily exacerbate her mental illness to the point where it's not going to end well for her because she's already just showing she's crazy. So why would you even say that? And like, I'm not even gonna go there.
From anybody. The reason why I go on his page is because I'm told to.
Told to.
I don't want this shit.
By
I don't
who?
want this shit around my kids.
Who told you to go on? Who told you to go on my page? She said I'm uneducated. That's not an offense to me because when you say I'm uneducated, you're judging my education based upon something that isn't education. So that doesn't offend me because bitch, I'm more educated than you. I learned from life, but you don't look at life as something you learn from. You look at education and learning as going into a school, going into a facility to learn. That's your concept of education. And just by you making videos and the shit that comes out your mouth, you're giving that system a bad look. Because if you say I'm uneducated, for you to even tell me that, I'm thinking that you must have been in some type of education system for you to, because only a person who's been to college or been into that system will use that as a disrespect and as a blow to somebody, like, oh, you're uneducated. Anybody who never went to that stupid shit would never say you're uneducated. Like, I would never tell somebody, I would call you a fucking idiot or a retard, but I'm not going to say you're uneducated. That shows me that you probably been to like, which I don't even if you did go to school, I don't know how, because bitch, you seem like you're fucking crazy. Like, you seem like somebody who needs to be on medication. That's probably why you don't have your kids, because you're not mentally sound. You have delusions and you ramble and you're not mentally there. So it actually is going to be a danger for your kids to even be in your life, because you see what I'm saying? Like, there's a reason why you don't have them and the fucking man has the kids. Because I think she said, oh, they took my kids away. Oh, bitch, they took them away because you're batshit crazy. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think they said they gave her an ultimatum that she had to go get mental care or some shit for her to see her kids. And she said they were bullying her to get, I don't know if that's the word, but I remember it was some reason, and it's because she's fucking crazy. So, like, I'm surprised this bitch even has kids. Like, what man would want to lay down with her? Like, it's so weird how life is. Like, you see people, I know people who, like, they wanted kids really bad and they couldn't have it because something. And then you have the most retarded dumb fucks. They have children. I'm like, how the fuck did this motherfucker have kids? Like, it'd be surprising. Like, even when I was in the shelter years ago, there was this retarded autistic fucking like crazy ass motherfucker. Like, this nigga had kids. And I'm like, he had like a daughter or something. And I'm like, damn, I feel sorry for that daughter, because imagine that, like, imagine your dad being in a shelter with autism and being fucking retarded. And I was like, god damn, like that's gotta hurt. Like, the kid pretty much has a retarded father and shit. And it's like, I be thinking like, it's weird. And then you see a lot of people who want kids and they can't conceive, or like, I don't even really give a fuck about having kids. But it's not even that, oh, it's a problem having kids. It's more so this system, and a lot of the 99% of the females within the system are programmed, and that's what makes me not want to have. There's nothing wrong with having kids. It's just the system and the women within the system that are programmed within it, like bitches that are mentally ill like this, and even beyond that, even beyond what the fuck she's going through. Because at least her mental illness is evident. I know you're stupid, and I know you're mentally ill. I know you're a loony ass crackhead, whatever, retard. And I know to stay away from you. So she's one of the safe, crazy people. But there's a lot of crazy women out here that they give off the illusion as somebody who's they got their shit together, and those are the ones you got to actually look out for, because believe it or not, people that try to pretend that they're in a certain mindset that they're actually not, they're actually suffering more. So somebody who thinks, even though this bitch is crazy, somebody who plays intelligent but it's really crazy, they're actually in a worse position. You see what I'm saying? They're actually in the work because they have to do more work mentally to actually come up with that mindset to be like, I'm a nice person, but they know they're crazy. Somebody who doesn't really know they're crazy and they're just retarded like this bitch, she's still fucking crazy, but she ain't as crazy as the other people, because you got to do more work to actually. So this is why I say, like, she's not really a risk, because I know this bitch is crazy, so I know how to deal with it. Even people who try to pretend, I can see through that, because I have a moon conjunct Mercury. I have extreme intuition, so that's not the only reason, but that's like, I have extreme intuition, so I know how to deal with. I can see right through a motherfucker. I can see right through, like, even sometimes I will say and do things just to get a reaction and a response out of somebody, just to be like, okay, let me see if I say this, or if I do this, if they do this action, then that means this person is like this. Like, I do that shit all the time, because human beings are like a computer. 99% of people, they're on a they're like a computer. This is why I really don't know the difference between AI and a human being. Like, there is a difference between AI and humans, but you got to understand, 90% of humans are literally no different than AI. Like, you can actually have a conversation with an AI, and it's just like a regular human. Because for like 90% of humans, because human beings that aren't AI are on a repeating pattern. They're on a they only know so much. So they're only going to be able to respond so much and do so much, because most people are degenerates. You see what I'm saying? So when you don't have any type of deep internal world, you're going to come off as AI. This is why AI is able to mimic so good. 'Cause even when you look at some of this AI rap music, most people who are, let's just say you get an average rapper that comes up in the hood, they trash. But then you go get an AI rap, they can make better raps than some of these rappers. Not all of them, but some of them, because most people are literally no different than the AI machine. They're no different, because they don't have a deep internal world. Not to say AI is intelligent, because it isn't. Because AI can only mimic what a human can do. But most human, you don't think just because AI is AI that the average person that isn't AI is intelligent, and AI can't replicate that. Because if that was the case, AI won't be able to replicate it. Like, if I created a language, AI won't be able to tell you what that language is unless I program it to know what it is. So if you do certain actions, and you act a certain way in certain things, it won't be able to replicate and copy you. It couldn't. Like, even if it had like the shit that I talk about on my page, it won't be able to replicate it as good as, like, say, somebody who's talking about something that's more mundane, like struggle content or some other shit, or some new age shit. It won't be able to replicate it, because it's not. AI is only as far as who programmed it. And not only that, most people don't know anything other than what the person who programmed it knows. So the system, the government, the algorithm, it programs AI. Most people who believe in religion, most people who live life, they listen to what the algorithm of life tells them. So the AI copies that. So when you see people make content on YouTube, all they can talk about is what the algorithm is, what Christianity is, what some new age shit is, what Aleister Crowley, all of that shit is what the person who made AI talks about with AI. So this is why I say most people are already AI. They say, oh, we're gonna have RoboCop, and It's gonna be no. A RoboCop is the same as a regular cop. Go get caught with a bunch of drugs and be a nigga in the hood. You're not negotiating with that racist ass fucking cop to not take your ass to jail. You'd be lucky if they don't beat your ass if they catch you with all those drugs and money and then try to say that you try to reach for something. So you see what I'm saying? Like it's all the same shit. This world's already been AI. This bitch is AI. She says fuck the system, but yet you participate in the system. You're talking about a school district. What the fuck is a school district having anything to do with anything? Why are you going to City Hall talking to these city officials, talking about Elon Musk and voter fraud? Bitch, you wouldn't even know who Elon Musk was if the government and the news and social media, if they didn't tell you. So if the news never mentioned Elon Musk's name, if the news never mentioned Epstein files, if the news never mentioned voter fraud, if they never even created a system of voting, you would not even know what the fuck that shit is. Bitch, you wouldn't even know how to even say the word voting and Elon Musk because you only can say that because you learned English, right? So you have to go to school to learn English, which they created the English language, dumbass. So you wouldn't even know any of the shit you said. So you think that everything you're saying, you're somehow, but it's like, bitch, you're speaking English and you're saying English words that you didn't make up yourself, that somebody else made up. You fucking idiot. Yet you say you're against the system. You can't tell me you're against it. You're not fucking against it. You're fucking for the system, just like everyone else.
He's uneducated. And like he says he's from Africa. He's black.
This bitch is she says he's from Africa because he's black. Bitch, I'm from Africa because that's where my fucking dad is from, you stupid motherfucker. Yoruba tribe. I can trace my tribe back to fucking Africa. My mother's from here. So I'm half African. And I say that because I know the tribe I'm from. And you said he says that because he's black. I'm not fucking black, you stupid dingy ass bitch. You fucking ugly ass, stringy haired ass, stupid fucking. I don't even want to get racist. You dumbass bitch. I'm not black. Black is a political term, you dummy. Like that, just like white. That's a political term. Does my color look like this? Does my color look like this, you stupid ass bitch? If I don't look, I've never seen a person that looked like that. I don't look like that. Am I black? Are you fucking retarded? Like these people are stupid as fuck. Like pushing that black shit on me. It, if you had a company and on the application or on the form, it said, "What is my race?" and you put black for me, I'm liable to sue you and to cuss you out and possibly go upside your fucking head for labeling me and telling me something that I claim that I'm not. I am not black. You can't tell somebody what they are. So you calling me black is very disrespectful. If you want to play that game with another ignorant nigger that thinks that they're black, then you can do that. But don't let their ignorance get you in trouble. Because when you talk to a dumb nigger, call them black, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, black power, I'm black." And you think it's comfortable to call somebody that you think is black, bitch. You come calling that to me, you're gonna get cussed the fuck out. Possibly upside your head as well. Like for real. Fucking tell me I'm black. You fucking dummy. I'm not black. Don't ever call me that motherfucking shit. I'm an African and I'm from Yoruba tribe. I'm not even African. I would even say I'm from Yoruba tribe. But what tribe are you? What are you? Even a fucking white person. You're not white, dummy. What are you? Are you European? Are you Swedish? Are you from Netherlands? Are you French? Are you German? That's what you are. What are you? Are you from Iceland? Are you what the fuck are you? You're not just white. That doesn't make sense. Every white person, this is why every certain white people look different. Certain black people look different. Some black people, they have more African features. Some, they got more European features because they got more European fucking blood in them, and they probably a lot more mentally weaker. And a lot of black people, they don't got a nice toned body like I did without working out because they probably got more European in them and shit. Not to hate on all, but I'm saying like, what the fuck are you? This is why you got black people that look different. White people, they look different. You see some black people, white people, they got more. It's just different. Obviously, there's something going on more than just white and black. Stupid bitch. Don't ever fucking call me that shit.
Go to Africa. Go to Africa and see what United States is doing over there.
She said, "Go to Africa and see what the United States is doing over there." First of all, bitch, I've been to Africa before, and why the fuck? I don't mind going over there, but this is my country, bitch. I grew up here, and this is where I am. I will, to be honest, I actually contemplate on going back to Africa, but this is where I'm at. I don't have nothing. I don't have no issue with the land. When I say fuck America, see these every time you want to say fuck America, they say go back to Africa. I don't have a problem with this land. When I say fuck America, I say fuck this corporation. Europeans, the American corporation, have nothing to do with this land that they call America. When they say America or United States of America, they're not talking about this land. They're talking about the corporation and the system they set up on the land. If Europeans, and when I say Europe, I'm talking about the people in government. I'm not talking about white people. But when the Europeans who run this government, if they took their shit and went home back to their country, this land will still be here. You know what won't be here? IRS, bullshit, taxes, their system, their holidays, their nuisance, their presence, that won't be here. But the land will still be here. So I have nothing wrong. There's no problem with this land. They want you to see, like when you say fuck America, if you don't like it here, go back to Africa. No, bitch, you take your shit and go back to fucking Europe. I don't have a problem with land. I don't have a problem with anything. In this, to be honest, the only problems in this life, and if you want to talk about people and systems, is the so-called the so-called person that considers themselves black, the so-called person that's considered themselves white, and the American system. Those are the three major problems that this world is having right now. White people, black people, and American system. If you eliminate that, and I'm not saying get rid of black people physically, if black people woke up to realize they're not black and they got their shit right, and white people realize certain shit, and I'm not talking about the government. Regular white people realize shit, and the government disappeared and never was seen by anybody else, and they mind their own business. That will fix 99% of the world's issues. Nobody is causing problems in this world other than white people, people who consider themselves white, people who consider themselves black, and this American system. That's the main problem. So when I say fuck America, I'm saying fuck that. So don't say, oh, go back to Africa if you don't like it. They need to go back to fucking Europe because they came over here not minding their fucking business. That's the only reason why they're even here. Tell me go back to Africa. Don't ever get it twisted. They try to make you like, if you don't like it here, leave. Imagine if I came and I did a home invasion and I went up in your freaking house, and then I took up shop in your house, and then you complain that I'm eating up all the fucking cereal, and I said, well, if you don't like it here, leave. I'm the one who came to your house. I'm gonna tell you to leave. I need to motherfucking leave.
What are you going to expose on me? Please do. I wish you would, because I'm going to expose you. And watch my prediction for him is either shut the fuck up and heal, or go straight to prison and get used as a puppet.
Yeah, she said, I go for me to go. The only thing that's gonna happen to me is I go heal or I go straight to prison. See, this bitch is racist. Why are you bringing up prison? What have I done to land me in prison? I've not done anything to go to prison. You're just saying that based upon how I look. So this bitch is like, you could tell this bitch watches a lot of social media. She watches a lot of mainstream. She watches too much TV because she will say certain things that have no she has no evidence on other than she watches a lot of media, like telling me go back to Africa if I don't like it here. First of all, bitch, how would you even know, like why would you even call me black
and connect black with Africa? Why would you connect that other than you watch too much politics, you watch too much social media? Because somebody who has real knowledge and is not on social media and on TV and isn't lost in this world would not correlate black with African. The only reason you will correlate black with African is because you're watching the news. You're watching a lot of these content creators who are puppets. You're watching content that's pushing out black people in Africa like it means the same thing. They don't mean nothing. Even the whole Africa thing, it's what tribe are you from? I said I'm from Yoruba tribe in Nigeria. Yoruba tribe, that's the tribe. So why are you talking about black, African? All of these things are made up. So you watch too much social media. This is how I know you can tell somebody doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about based on the certain things that they're saying. Like, why are you even using the term black and considering me? You're not even asking me what tribe I'm from, or like, you see what I'm saying? Like, even like a black person will be like, oh, he's white, but it's like, what type of white? Is he European? Is he German? Like, so you can tell they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They're lost in social media and they think that they're making sense. So you're lost in the world. You're programmed. What the fuck are you talking about, bitch?
Children, and I'm here also to prove to the United States of America that I am not with the bullshit that they're doing. I left the comment on his live stream, and everyone starts getting like, yeah. I called him out on his bullshit, and he didn't know what to say. He got pissed.
See, like I don't even really want to. I don't even want to go in anymore.
Let's see. Try it. I'm in California, Orange County, by the way.
This bitch is retarded. I ain't trying to go to jail over your stupid. I said I would piss in a bottle and throw it on her. She's like, go ahead and try it. I'm in California, Orange County. Bitch, first of all, I'm not. If I was out there, I wouldn't even have to even do that. I'll just go and I'll live stream you, and I'll just tell you what I'm telling you in your fucking face, plain and simple. And we can just argue in person. Like, I would do that. I don't need to do anything that's gonna land me in jail, especially being how I look. I can see they already want somebody that like me to do something to go to jail. I'm not stupid. Like, even though I talk how I talk on here, I'm not dumb. Like, I'm not gonna go out and do certain things. And even if I'm gonna do certain things, I'm gonna do it in a way which I know isn't gonna come back towards me. This is why I'm not been to jail in fucking over 10 years. But what this year will be 10 years, 2025. I haven't been to jail in 10 years because not only have I not done shit, and if I did do shit, I knew how to fucking move where I didn't go to jail. So, bitch, I'm not an idiot like you. So, like, but if I was out there, we could argue and just do this shit in person. I would just say, let's just argue in person. And like, if you want to troll, let's do it in person. Say what you got to say. I say we can both go live and we can argue this in real life in person. I'm down to do that. Like, it doesn't have to be any. We can disrespect each other and I can cuss you the fuck out like a stupid dingy ass bitch you are. We can do that and go there, but physically and all this other shit, we don't have to go there. Because at the end of the day, if it was that much of a problem and an issue, I would just send a lot of witchcraft and energy your way, and your life would just go in shambles. And I would just get you from that. Like I said, I'm from Yoruba tribe. I know family that practices that shit. So if it gets to that point, I already know how you look, bitch, and I know your fucking name. So you'll just have bad luck for the rest of your fucking life. If I want to take it to that point. Obviously, I'm not trying to take it to that point because I care about my spiritual evolution. I'm not trying to have negative, bad karma and energy that's going to affect me because you're not even worth that energy. I could use that energy to better my fucking life. No, I'm not going to use that energy to fuck your shit up. Why would I do that? You're not even worth it. I would use that I'll use it for people who need it or for my own life, but you're not worth it. So why would I sit there and do that? So this bitch is retarded.
You'll see me walking around. Man, I hope I get to talk to your mom and dad. I hope your mom and dad sees what you're doing. I hope your grandma sees. I hope all your fucking family.
She said, I hope I get to talk to your mom and dad and your mom and dad. Bitch, shut the fuck up. You don't even know any of my motherfucking parents. They'll probably cuss you the fuck out as well. telling me you don't even know any of my. You assume like you talk like you assume like they're gonna be on your side. Like first of all, and even then, what is that? I'm a grown ass motherfucking man. I'm in my mid-30s, bitch. What does it matter? Even if they didn't like what I was doing, I'm fucking in my mid-30s. There's none of their business what I'm doing. It's none of my business. None of so why even if you told my fucking parents, they'd be like, well, he's grown, he's doing his own thing. And even if they did say something, who the fuck is they to tell me something? I'm fucking grown. I'm doing what I'm talking. I'm doing whatever the fuck I want to do. And if it's a bad decision that they think, then they can just tell me don't do it. What the fuck are they gonna make me stop? They're gonna ground me? This bitch is retarded. Like you talking to somebody in their mid fucking 30s, telling, "Oh, I'm gonna go tell your parents." I'm in my mid fucking 30s. Talk about you gonna go tell my fucking parents? You stupid as fuck. They probably look at you as crazy. Like what the fuck you? What the fuck can we do? They're talking like I'm like somebody who's like I'm young. I'm like somebody like in high school. Oh, I'm gonna tell your parents. And like, bitch, who the fuck is you? Just because you an old ass senior citizen, don't mean that you can fucking tell me like talk to me like I'm some fucking teenager, like some kid. Obviously, your parent. You talk about, oh, I'm gonna tell your mom, bitch. I'm gonna tell your mom why the fuck she let them kids get fucking molested. That's coming from your mouth, bitch. You said your mother let the fucking what did she do? You said your mother. This came from her mouth and her video. This is why she's not refuting me in the comments on this shit when I go into this because she knows what she said is right. You said your mom left your kids with a man that ended up doing something to your kids, and that's the reason why you have this problem. And you were arguing with her ass when you came from the courthouse. That one video, and you were arguing with her. And you said, "Why did you leave the kids with this man?" You see what I'm saying? That bitch is retarded as hell, though. I think your own fucking mother, dude, can't even take care of your kids. And you telling me you're gonna tell my mother, bitch? You need to tell your mother how to fucking not drop your kids around niggas that are gonna play with their fucking booty hole and dick. That's what you need to tell your mother. Don't worry about telling my mother a damn thing. Because whatever you tell my mother and she tells me, and whatever happens would not be as bad as what my mother's never made a dumb decision like what your mother's made, dropping your kids off to get their dick played with. Telling me that shit, stupid ass bitch.
See what you're doing. I hope your grandma sees. I hope all your fucking family, your bloodline sees what you're doing. You have all this child trauma, so you feel like you need to be a kid. You one of these niggas who still probably wish it was 2001 when you were able to eat candy and sit in your bed all day because you were fucking traumatized. Ew, he got no like. See what happens when you do drugs and you're just full of hate. You just
Bitch,
don't make any sense.
Bitch, you need to be on drugs. I haven't done any type of alcohol, weed. Well, weed I haven't done that in a year. Alcohol I haven't done that in a year. And any type of pill, which the only drug I took was a pill. It was like Vicodin pills, and I haven't done that shit in over like 8 years. It's been a long time since I did that shit. So what the fuck you talking about drugs, bitch? I'm more sane. Even on drugs, I was more intelligent than motherfuckers. When I took the pills and I was drinking heavily, I was more intelligent. I was more intelligent than you. The fuck you talking about? There's never been a time I took alcohol and pills back in the day to get me more intelligent, to make me realize a lot of shit more. The fuck you talking? I haven't done that shit in years. So what the fuck you talking about drugs, bitch? You need to be on drugs. You look like somebody who bees on. You look like somebody who lives in a shelter who got schizophrenia. You look like one of those crazy bitches I used to see and homeless on the street. Like you look like somebody like that. You look like somebody who needs to be in the halfway house. You look like somebody who failed the halfway house. You got kicked out the halfway house and you fucking trying to get your shit together. Then you just got out of prison and you went to a halfway house and because you got high and that's what you look like, bitch. You can't talk about somebody. You need to be on drugs based on how the way you talking. You literally told me in your video that somebody told you to watch my channel. If that's not somebody who needs to be on drugs, I don't know what it is. That seems like schizophrenia. Who told you? I want to know who told you to watch my video. Was it a Fed, an agent? Because it has to either be a federal agent or it was your own voices in your head. Like, who told you to watch my video? And if it's another person, tell me who that person is. Like, who? I want to know who told you to watch my video. You said, I've been told to watch your video. She literally said it in this video. If I'm not lying, go watch the video. She said somebody told her to watch my video. Yeah, I'm the one who's been on drugs. Bitch, you need to be on some drugs. Like pharmaceutical medicine, antipsychotics. I don't shit on that. There's a reason why antipsychotics exist. There's people who are schizophrenia, who are depressed. They need that shit. I would never tell somebody to never take antipsychotics. There's a lot of people who take it who don't need to take it. There's a lot of people who should stay away from it. But for you to say that they need to get rid of antipsychotics, for you to say they need to get rid of medication, you're fucking retarded, because anybody who's actually knows anything about healing will know there's different stages of healing. Some people are in so much pain mentally, physically, they need to be on medication while they're healing to wean themselves off of it. So I would never tell somebody that never be on psychotics. She needs to be on antipsychotics. There's certain, if it wasn't for antipsychotics, a lot of people would kill themselves. A lot of niggas would be out here raping and killing and doing a lot. If they just stopped all this if they just pretty much put it into all schizophrenic antipsychotic medication and it was illegal to take it, you know how much suicide, how much crime that shit will go. Especially how they close down all the mental houses. They don't have them open like they used to. You know how bad that shit will get? There's a lot of people out here who aren't going crazy. There's people out here who literally believe like demons and monsters are going to come out and kill them. And they will pretty much be paralyzed in fear their whole life if it wasn't for medication. That's how bad it can get. But so when I say she needs medication, I'm speaking as in there's people who need medication, people who they couldn't even walk out the house because they have phobias and fears and delusions so bad that they have to be on it to quell that shit. So bitch, you need medication. You need drugs. Drugs ain't always a bad thing. It's a bad thing if you use it as a crutch, a cripple. It's a bad thing. And when it's served its purpose and you should have grown from that, then it's a bad thing. But I will never say it's 100% a bad thing. I don't think there's anything in life that's 100% good or bad. There's nothing really that's 100% good or bad in life. There's always going to be some bad that you think is 100% good. And so like people talk about spirituality and this. Some people need to not even watch spiritual videos, to be honest. That some people, them watching too much spirituality videos is making them more crazier and fucking their life up even more. Some people need to just not even watch spiritual and live their life and wash their ass and take care of their shit, and their life will probably even thrive, and maybe they could pick up spirituality later. Some people need to just stay the fuck off social media, even shit about self-help and shit. Use common sense. Use your own self-knowledge of what you think you should do. Like that's how it is. Especially when I see people like this on the internet. This bitch just watches nothing but conspiracy about the government, about self-help and what you need. Like all of this self-help, but yet it looks like everybody in this world is helpless. Like life is such an oxymoron. All this financial information, but yet everybody's broke and don't have no money. All this self-help, but everybody is talking like they fucking helpless. You got more people in 2025 that watched the self-help video than they did in 2023 when there was no YouTube or nothing. But yet, why do people seem more helpless now? It's because it has nothing to do with any of that shit. It has everything to do with motherfuckers just don't want to do what they need to do because it doesn't feel good. It's not comfortable. Everybody wants to be comfortable, but they want to actually grow. That's impossible. You can't be comfortable and grow. Not to say growth is uncomfortable, but there's times where it isn't comfortable and nobody's willing to go through that. This bitch is an example. Talking like what is your whole fight? Like everything that you talked about on your video is about putting an end to the government, trying to save the children. Like you never talked about yourself and what you're doing for yourself, what you're doing to to bring peace in your life, to heal within, and to do something that's in alignment with what you're supposed to do. Like everything is about something else. It's never about you. Like this is why I say like this bitch is crazy. Like why are you so worried and not why don't you mind your business? Why are you so worried about what fucking oh we gotta save the children. The government's doing this. Like you're gonna do anything about it. You're not gonna do nothing about it, but just talk about it, complain about it, and just be miserable and not be fulfilled in your life. You're not gonna do nothing about it. Bitch, you don't even have the fucking resources to take care of yourself. How the fuck are you gonna go sit there and take down a whole fucking organization of people human trafficking kids? You're not about to do shit, bitch. Joe, shut your stupid ass up.
You're just full of hate. You just don't make any sense. It's sad. Okay, this is the last video I have because of making it with him because he can't do what I do, and that is part of he's jealous. A lot of it is jealousy. He's jealous of girls. He's jealous of women. He's jealous of anybody that can do better.
See, one thing I realized, like when you see somebody who always projects, so like the word jealousy, that's never crossed my mind, and I've seen it even with that whole JD Fryer guy. This is when I realized, like, people who always like to use that word jealous, those are usually the most jealous people. So, even though, because I don't use that, doesn't even come into my vocabulary. Jealousy. When I see something that I see things that motivate me, like it may be a person who's able to do 40-day fast and easily. That doesn't, I don't get jealous from that. Oh, I want to do a 40-day fast. I'm trying to be right there. I use that as motivation. So that doesn't cross my mind. But when I see somebody always using that word, that means that that's a jealous person. They don't have to be jealous of you, but in general, they're jealous. So this bitch right here, she knows she ain't shit. So she's the one who's actually jealous. Whether it be me or whether it be somebody else, another person who probably has her kids and the kids didn't get their asshole played with, she has jealousy, so she doesn't know how to take responsibility to fix her fucking situation. So, bitch, you the jealous one. It ain't me. Why are you like? Wouldn't that word? What would make you think that I'm that? And for you to even use that word means that you must be going through that feeling, or you must know what that feeling is on a very intimate level. You must know what jealousy feels like for you to even project that word and say it like that. Like I'm like watching that shit. I'm like, where the fuck did you get that word? Where is this coming from? Jealousy? So you must have an intimate relationship with that emotion of jealousy for it to be on your mind to even use that. So you must be really feeling jealous all the time. It doesn't have to be over me. It could be, or it could be over somebody else. Like when you walking down the street, you see somebody you're jealous. So now you want to project that on others because like, why? Where did this even come from? But I'm talking about you trolling my channel, and then I'm going back and forth, and I responded, and then you said something, and I'm responding back. What the fuck does jealousy have to do with any of that shit? And that's just off the logic right there. So then we can take it to the physical, bitch. You don't got shit. You look fucking. You're old as hell. You look mentally fucked up. You got your pussy played with, and you 50 years old, and you haven't even healed from that. What the fuck were you doing your whole life? You're over 50. You haven't even healed for any of trauma or abuse you've been through. So what the fuck is there to be jealous of? You're old. You're the person that I don't want to be. Like if I was your age and I still didn't handle the shit I was supposed to handle, I'll probably be in the most worst hell in my life mentally. So that's just the physical, what I'm just talking about now, let alone what I said before. Mentally, bitch, you just self-projecting. So I don't know what the fuck you got that term jealousy from, bitch. You don't know what the fuck you talking about.
Than him or have I don't know, I mean more than him. I don't know what kind of life that is. If he don't give a fuck, then why is he having all this hate for him? Where is this coming from? It's coming from something because he's just
see that's your perspective. You're saying like I have all this hate. I have hate for you. I have hate for certain things, but I don't have a hate. If I had a hate, bitch, I wouldn't even have a lot of, I wouldn't even be able to overcome a lot of the shit I have. A lot of people in this, that's what I see. A lot of people like to say you have hate, but in reality, you have more passion than them. A lot of people have hate for themselves. A person who does drugs, who's still a drug addict, a person who's complaining about financial situations, talking about how they have to work a 9 to 5, they hate themselves. You hate yourself so much you can't even figure out a way to not have to struggle to live in paycheck to paycheck, or you don't even have the decency to manipulate your mind, or the knowledge to manipulate your mind for you to not even give a fuck, to put you in a state where you don't even have financial issues no more, whether you get money or you just change your perception and you don't give a fuck, and then you worry about something more. So you don't even have love for yourself to actually treat yourself with respect. See, if you don't treat yourself with respect, you don't have love for yourself. If you're a drug addict and you can't, and you if you're a drug addict and you want to stop doing drugs and you can't stop doing drugs because you're addicted, you don't have love for yourself. If you're somebody with diabetes and you're overweight and you want to lose weight and you want to be healthy, but you keep going to eat hamburgers, you don't have love for yourself. Somebody who complains about how their life is horrible and there's no point of living, and you don't have love for yourself. That's hate for yourself. You're a hater for yourself. Everyone wants to talk about, oh, you're a hater. He's a hater. I'm not no hater. Bitch, you are a hater. You hate yourself. Hating yourself goes beyond what you think it does. Hating yourself is the things you do every day. You wake up in the morning, you don't do things that better your life. That's hate for yourself. You see what I'm saying? You don't want that. That's like motherfucking. We live in a time where people are the most haters than any other time. And then they'll make you think, oh, I don't hate. If I see somebody, I congratulate them. I'm not no hater. You'll congratulate somebody who actually did something to make their life better, but you won't actually make your life better because it's too hard. So you love that person more than yourself. You'll go and congratulate somebody to show them you're not a hater, but you would not actually do something to make yourself better because you hate yourself. You hate yourself that much you can't even get out of your desires. You can't even stop your addiction. You can't even stop fucking doing whatever it is you need to do to make yourself better. If you have a complaint about anything in life, you hate yourself, because why do you have a complaint? 99% of the things you complain about is something you can easily fix, but you don't fix it because you hate yourself. You don't want to do the work. So bitch, motherfucker, you a hater. You hate your fucking children. You got them taken away from you. You couldn't even be there for them not to get fucking hurt. Talk about I'm the hater. Oh, I have a lot of hate, bitch. Don't worry about the hate you perceive and you think you see in me. Worry about the hate you have for yourself and for your kids. Because whatever you say, you care. The fact that your kids ain't in your life, so you did something for them not to be in your life. And you can't tell me no, the system took them away, bitch, because you're a female and you ain't even a so-called black female. You ain't even that, so you can't even use any of that shit, bitch. For you to be a female and you ain't a so-called black female and you're a female and you got your kids taken away from you, you must have really fucked up. I'm not like, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, this bitch is retarded, dude.
Where is this coming from? It's coming from something. Oh wow! But I miss my kids. I miss my
You go see him.
my children. And it's people like him that want to spread bullshit and lies on social media, because I got people like this, just like him, out in the real world that I'm seeing right now in Orange County, and some of them are parents. They work with kids. They work in the district, the city. Like, are you kidding me right now? This is yeah. This is what our children are gonna have to grow up with, assholes like that, continuously, with no nah. So why do I need to be here to take this shit, more bullshit, when
See, this one she starts getting all
there's a lot
suicidal.
more people like him that are just as evil, like eviler than him.
She says, why'd I gotta be here? And then she says something like close towards the end where she's like, she wishes she didn't wake up. So she's suicidal. So like, for you to even be in that state of mind means you have hate for yourself. So you worried about the hate that I'm projecting, but you have hate for yourself. You don't even want to be here, bitch.
little
Stupid.
prick that thinks he knows everything.
She called me a crip.
Just wait.
She called me a crip. She said I'm a little fucking crip. Listen.
There's a lot more people like you.
This bitch said I'm a crip. And I'm gonna leave the comments or the link.
He's just a little fucking prick that thinks he knows everything.
Oh, she said I'm a prick.
Just wait until he gets something handed to him. If it's me, it's me. If it's somebody else, then it's somebody else.
Why would I get something to happen to me, bitch, if I'm not doing nothing to no one? If I'm doing something to someone, then at the end of the day, I'm calling you out on your bullshit. You keep talking about when something happens. What the fuck is gonna happen if I'm not doing anything, dummy? Like, that's the thing. I mind my business. I don't give a fuck. I mind my business. I don't, this is why I don't collab with people. I'm not like that. People who come on my channel is the people I mainly fuck with. I don't just go out there and start dealing with motherfuckers because shit like this. This bitch, she found my page. There's a lot of people who came. I'm not naming no names, and I'm not naming no names. There's people who came on my page and went live with me. I'm not even cool with no more. I don't fuck with them no more. And it's not even like I hate them. And it was like this bitch, you could have just shut the fuck up. You don't like what I have to say. Other people, they just got off my page and they may have thrown some little shots, but it's whatever. Like, this is one of the reasons I don't like to collab. I don't deal with people, especially if you're a content creator. Like, obviously there's some, shout out to Zach, J Bass, Mysterio. Like, there's certain people, and usually those people is because of certain contexts around the situation, which, okay, I'm cool with them. But as far as like regular average person, I'm not cool with people, especially if you're a content creator. Like, if you're a content creator, don't reach out, don't collab, because that's not how I am. I don't have. It's not that it's something personal. It's the way YouTube is set up and the way how I am and how I operate mentally and just how I move. I don't get along with a lot of people. It's you guys may think it's because of how I talk. It's not because of that. It just I don't I can't compromise. I'm not really a compromisable person. I like to do shit how I like to do it. And a lot of people, they're so indoctrinated in this world and in this system. So when I speak how I do, it offends and it rubs people the wrong way, and then it gets to a point where motherfuckers want to start getting disrespectful, and I see it play out. This is why I don't collab. I don't do any of that shit with people, because like I'm not having it. Like, it's to a point where I can't even waste my time with that no more. I'm not even like a lot of motherfuckers, like, they have no life. They don't got shit going. They want to prove that they can win. Like, I've never been a person that needs to prove they can win. I'm trying to eliminate a problem. Like, yeah, people say, "Oh, let's fight." Like, they're trying to prove I'm not trying to prove I can fight. Like, unless I'm in jail and I gotta fight, that's different. But like, if it's in real life and it's a problem, if the problem is big enough, I'm trying to eliminate the problem so I can keep moving on. I don't need to prove that I'm anything. I'm not trying to prove shit to anyone, especially to an enemy. That's one thing that's weird about this world. People are trying to prove shit to enemies. Everybody's trying to get lit and get money so they can floss and show off to people they don't like. Why would you want to get money just so you can show off and flex to people you don't give a fuck about? I never understood that. Like, I never understood how you can want to show off and flex or prove, or I want to like, you have beef with some nigga and they'd be like, "Let's fight, nigga. I could whoop your ass. I could whoop." First of all, if I have beef with you and you're an enemy and you're a really, really nasty, bad enemy, I'm not gonna fight you. I'm gonna eliminate you, and you're gonna be gone from my life. If it's, I'm talking about an enemy that's very, very negative. It's not like they'll talk about all these YNs. They don't want to fight. They want to shoot. It's not that no, a person doesn't want to fight. It's more like, if you're an enemy, nigga, I'm gonna eliminate you. Why the fuck am I gonna sit here and like square up and be fair? I'm not and play. Nothing is fair in life. The system isn't fair. If you don't have money, you get evicted. If you have a family member that's sick in the hospital and you take a break off, they fire you. Nothing in the system is fair. But then when it comes to you, you have to be fair. And I'm not telling you don't be fair, and I'm not telling you to be fair. I'm telling you just use your discretion, because life is, like they tell you, life is what you make of it. But when you hear of that, it goes to all aspects. If you want to have some false moral perspective that the government put in your mind that you have to do this and that, then go ahead and be it. Just like some men, they believe in romance and having one partner, which is good for some people. Then there's men who believe in having concubines and
uh, multiple women, whatever the fuck, polyamor, whatever the fuck it's called, poly, whatever, then that's what they do. But where the problem lies is a man who wants to be polyamorous, whatever, have multiple women, but they feel forced to be with one woman because of some fake moral concept that only is supposed to be for people that want only one woman. But I'm not telling you to go with a female who only wants one man and force her to do that, because that's where it could get kind of fucked up. You need to find a female who's okay with you having more than one and do that. Not only is it going to be kind of fucked up for the female, but it makes better sense. Don't you want to have a peaceful relationship where you can enjoy dating multiple people without a female always getting on your back about it? So that's what I'm saying. Like, people create these fake moral concepts that are created for the capitalism, for the corporation, because everything that the corporation and the company tells you is for it to keep going. It goes beyond money. The reason they need your obedience and your participation and your compliance is not just for money. It's so the system can keep going, because in order for money to even be useful, the system has to be running. So the number one thing is they need the system running. So they create stuff like religion, they create programs like romance, they create programs like moral, what's good and bad, or like they say, oh, no snitching, no snitching. Snitches get stitches and shit. But then no, not only that. They'll say it's okay. The police will say it's okay to snitch. They'll be like, oh, like they'll go bust let's just say a nigga's a rapper, right? And one of the rappers ended up snitching, and then they'll make him look like, oh, he did a good thing because he ended up arresting this one dude, and the police will try to make you look like you're a good person for snitching. But at the end of the day, it's like, nigga, nobody likes snitches. If you were in the government, if you were working for the SWAT team or for the FBI, and you told a criminal that we're doing a raid on his homie, the police will call you a snitch. But then it's okay for the police to say it's okay to snitch on a criminal. Nobody likes snitches. It's okay. Even when it comes to like theft, they'll say, oh, it's wrong to steal. If you steal, you're going to go to jail. But the government steals every fucking day. They steal resources from people's land. They steal they stole the Native Indians' land. They steal money from people, call it taxes. They raise the price on every fucking goddamn thing. They call it tariffs and inflations. That's theft. That's so-called legal theft. But then when you steal something, it's a problem. And then they want you to feel bad because they create moral concepts to keep their system running. They need their system to keep running. So they don't care about your feelings. They don't care about if you find your true love and participate in our romance because this is how you find. No, they don't care. They just want that shit so their system can keep going. This is why you got to know for yourself. Stop taking in all these moral programs. Niggas tell you, oh, you doing this. You're wrong for doing this, or you need to prove you need to be a good person. You need to be a good person to yourself. I'm not telling you guys go out there and do something negative because you don't want what's that going to benefit you for doing something negative. But at the same time, sometimes when you do something good, what the fuck is that going to benefit you? Sometimes doing good doesn't benefit you at all. Just like doing something bad doesn't benefit you. Just like sometimes doing something bad could benefit you. If you're hungry and you need something to eat, you go to Walmart and you take a little fucking candy, it benefited you, but you stole. Just like doing something good. If you have $2 left to your fucking name and some homeless person comes and says, I need fucking money, and society will have you believe, oh, give him the $2 because when you give something, it comes back to you. But at the same time, they tell you nobody owes you anything. You see how contradicting shit is? They say when you give, you receive, but then at the same time tell me growing up as a kid and saying nobody owes you nothing. Get the fuck out of here. Like, this is how you can catch the system and all these programs in a lie. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. I'm not saying don't be a good person, be a bad. I'm not saying that. I'm saying use your discretion and common sense and don't be led by what somebody tells you, because most people, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They're just getting their information from a source, and that source, their main objective is to keep you participating in the system and to keep the corporations rich and to keep the corporations' wheels spinning. That's the only reason. There's no love, there's no care, there's no interest. America, the people who run America, they're not my people. I don't care about this is not my home. This corporation, this system is not, it doesn't belong to me. I'm not a part of it. This is why, like they'll say, don't, this is why they have to have a sign that says do not litter. Why do you have to tell, you don't have to tell me to litter, not to litter in my house because it's my house. But when you go outside, you have to tell the people to not litter because the people who run this country, they know people are going to litter. Why is that? Because they know all the bullshit that they do. There's no invested interest for you to care. This is why when you go to a rich neighborhood, it's clean. When you go to the hood, it's dirty because in a rich neighborhood, the system treat those people better, so they feel more a part of the system. Even though they're not, they feel more a part of it, so they're gonna treat their place nice. In the hood, they don't feel like they're a part of the system, so like, nigga, I don't give a fuck about this shit. They go on litter, and then therefore, and I'm not saying that's right, because if people actually took care of their own shit, this would actually make it what we don't need. But this is where it stems from. Like, nobody feels it invested into the system because this ain't their people. This ain't your culture. This ain't your shit. Fuck them. I dropped the link if anybody wants to join. But I kind of, let me finish this video this bitch was saying.
Somebody else and it's somebody else. Whatever it is, he's been on my shit list because of what he's doing and what he's saying. And he has a couple military people on his page too that were agreeing with him.
She said I have military people on my page.
I'm just linking it up. I'm just syncing everything up, like as the indigenous person that I am, and I have blood, I have DNA to prove to back that up as well. The spider.
Who gives a fuck? I don't give a fuck if you're indigenous. That don't mean I ain't not gonna cuss you the fuck out. I don't give a fuck if you're indigenous, bitch. Just because you're indigenous, well, I'm supposed to respect you. I'm not supposed to cuss you the fuck. I don't give a fuck. You could be an indigenous person on some bullshit. I'm gonna cuss you the fuck out. That don't mean a damn thing, especially to me. I don't give a fuck, bitch. Talk about military people. I'm on my J no military. The military will hate. They don't like me. I don't like the military, bitch. What the fuck are you talking about? The military, they don't like. They won't like a page like me. They won't even, because the way I talk, and I fucking hate the military. I hate the government. I don't like it. And so why would you say there's military people on my page? Just based upon the programming and the indoctrination you have to be on. And I think the reason she said that, I think she said because he said Jay Vass was in the military. I think that's why she said that shit. He's just somebody in the military. He's not like, when you said that, you make it look like there's like fucking lieutenants and these people in the government, like, who even they know the military's bullshit. Like, those, she's trying to make it like those people ain't on my page. If you're like a regular person in the military, then you just a regular fucking person. A lot of people go to the military because they got kicked out their house and they don't have nowhere to go and they just needed somewhere to go. I'm not like, so what are you talking about? She has to be pointing at him because ain't no military people on my channel. I hate the military. I'm not for that shit. I don't even like the government. And it's not even a hate, really. I don't fuck with the government, is what I should say. Because I want to say hate. Because hate is like a strong word. And it's like, because when you hate something, you have an invested interest in it. I like the military, the government, it doesn't faze me. It's not important to me. So I don't even want to say I hate it, because to say you hate it is actually giving it respect in a way. Because and it's like, I don't even, like, it doesn't faze me. Like, there's no reason for me to hate it because it doesn't faze me like that. Like, even when and you guys say, well, what if the government does this, they create money, they do all these things. I don't even really look at it like that. I look at it as like a lot of human beings, people collectively are fucking retarded, and they're falling for the programs that the government makes. So the people is what makes the government, not the actual government. The government, they're just trying to manipulate people's minds. And when they successfully do it, it looks like they're in control, but it's really the people in control. So the government is really like, they don't have no power at all. It's the people, really. And a lot of people are just believing in the government shit. So as a government as a whole, they're not important. This is why they need the people. Like, just think about it. You got all of these government, they're so-called rich, they have all this money, they know better. They're the ones that are in control of the world. But yet their mind, they can't mind their business and do their own thing. Like, take your money, go to Cancun, go to the Caribbean, and go on vacation for 50 years and just chill and be by yourself. Why can't you do that? Why you have to sit here and be in everybody's face? You can't mind your business. Obviously, because they're fucking miserable. And they're what they try to sell you what they are, they're not really that. Otherwise, they would just take their money and go on a vacation for 50 years. Because isn't that what they try to tell everybody in the system? Is to work for 40 years and retire and go on vacation and get a timeshare in fucking Florida or some shit. They tell you that. But why you got Donald Trump, his old ass, bitch, you almost 90 years old and you look sick. Why are you still trying to run a fucking country and make decisions? Like, sit your old ass down. You got fucking billions and billions and on billions of dollars, yet your old ass is still trying to be in people's face on social media, on the internet, and be the president. Like, sit your old ass down. Go fucking like take your billions and go retire somewhere. Like, what? So it's tell you these are some miserable people. You have to be miserable to be 89 years old or however old that fuckhead is, and still wanting to be president, still trying to get in people's face and give your opinion and talk about what you're gonna do and what you're not gonna do. Like, no one gives a fuck, dude. Like, damn. Like, that's some weird shit going on. Like, that's why I never like. So that's why I say, like, it's not the government, it's the people, really. That's all it is. And I literally feel like at this point, it's more so of them just trying to uphold what their ancestors did, and like this shit is collapsed. Like, they feel like it's like an obligation in a way, because all of the work that these niggas did over the past centuries, they feel obligated to have to keep that running, and that shit's failing. Because they don't have nothing. They don't have no spiritual lineage. They don't have nothing. Nothing is like, so the only thing they have is the system. So once that's gone and they're dead, like, it's over for them. So it's like they might as well just go all out. He says send the link. Oh, Mysterious just sent me a I just got your comment. He says send the link on your gaming channel. This is good. This is gonna be my gaming channel right here. This is gonna be the gaming. I'm doing everything. Everything's gonna be right here. I'm not making any other more channels. I have a couple other more, but I'm just gonna put everything on this channel. And it's not even gonna be like, it's just gonna be whenever I'm gaming, I'm just gonna stream it on here. I'm not gonna do it like a setup and, oh, I got a gaming set, I got a mic. Like, fuck all. I'm not wasting any money on. I'm not investing anything on YouTube. And I'm not hitting on people who do. If you're getting paid like $10,000 a month and you got ad revenue and this is your career and this is what you do, then it makes sense to invest into a mic, invest into a nice streaming service, and it makes sense because you making money from it and it's your investment. Just like when I do my things in my life that I make money, I invest in certain things to make my business go further. So it makes sense, but this is not my business for me. I don't look at YouTube as anything a business at all. And even if I was good, I have businesses on the internet, but my name, my social media, my YouTube is not connected to that. I would never connect my social media and my platforms to what I'm doing in real life. And if I'm doing something in real life, I'll make a separate media for that. And I won't tell any of you guys on here, probably a few people I will tell, but I will never connect what I'm talking, because this has nothing to do with my real life. What I do in my real life is in my real life. I don't connect anything. I don't show a lot. This is why I don't show you guys shit really every now and then, because I don't like to merge my real life into what I'm doing on social media. Like this stupid bitch talk about, if I told your mother, if you told your kid, if your mother seen your video, and like, what the fuck? So you're pretty much telling me if you knew who my mother was, you'll send her the link to my video. Like, bitch, you're retarded. And what the fuck is that gonna do? I'm a grown in my mid fucking 30s. I'm grown, bitch. The fuck is she gonna do? Tell me that's bad? If even that, they don't give a fuck. They'll probably be looking at you like, why in the fuck are you even watching something you don't like on YouTube? And if you're watching something you don't like, bitch, deal with it yourself. Don't sit there and go and complain to us. Like, they're supposed to stop me from doing it. The fuck? Like, I don't know. People are weird. He said, oh my bad, I didn't know you was still alive. That's hilarious. You probably forgot to fast forward or some shit. But yeah, this is gonna be my gaming channel. I'm gonna do everything on this page. I'm starting my fast tonight. If anybody wants to join me, it's gonna be 30 days. I know anybody do no 30 days, but I probably won't even do 30. But I'm gonna do. I just say 30, but I'll probably do like at least over 15. I'm gonna do that, guaranteed. But I'm gonna try to go to 30. Last time I went to 25 back in August, but this one I'm gonna do a long one. I'm doing my fast tonight. It's gonna be my start tonight, and then I'm gonna go on. Yeah, but I'm gonna start doing probably do a little bit more streaming on my gaming channel, or not. Well, this is gonna be my gaming channel, and I don't even want to call it gaming channel. This is just my channel where I do stuff because right now I'll be streaming game, but in about a month or so I may just say fuck gaming. I don't feel like gaming no more. Shit got boring, and then I may do something else, or I may so I like this channel is just what I'm doing in my life, and I just upload what I'm doing. Anything I'm doing for real that's something routine is not all going to be put on this page because I don't trust just putting all my shit, my business on here. That's why I don't even put my eBay page on here. Like I have an eBay page where I sell. I don't even put that shit on here because I don't even want to merge that. I feel like merging that will probably, I don't know, I just don't want to merge that shit with here because I thought about, but I was like, ain't nobody on this page gonna buy any of that shit. Not to say that the shit I sell people don't buy. A lot of people buy my shit, but it's like you got to know what your audience is. Like I know most of my audience, 99% of my audience, they're just for entertainment. They like to watch shit. Like a lot of this stuff that I talk about, nobody even really does in their real life. 99% of people, they just like to hear the way it sounds. Oh, it sounds deep. It sounds good, and then they go move on and watch something else once my life is done. Which is nothing wrong with that. If you just want to be entertained by just shit like that, and that's on you. Yeah, do you believe that? Do I believe what? Shit's crazy, man. Mm. But I think I finished with this bitch's video. I don't know if she said, I think she said some other shit, but I don't even feel like finishing this shit. There's like a few more minutes left. Let me fast forward a little bit.
And I hate people working for the government that want to stand up.
So,
And that's crazy. And the fact that he uses 333 is just.
and that's another thing. She said,
He's no different than everybody else. You know, he's brainwashed. He's the MK Ultra. He does all that shit on him, and he can't take it off. He can't heal because his ego's too fucking big for him. Mommy and daddy, back to your grandma and grandpa. Go back to your ancestors because they're. This is.
yeah, I'm done with this video. I'm done with that video. Yeah, she don't say nothing else. You think spirit boxes are actually legit for talking to spirits or just noise? I want to say it's just noise. Like it is. There are spirits and stuff, but where people, the problem I have with it is people take that shit as it's something more than what it is. Like they'll be thinking, oh, a spirit was able to talk to them, so therefore, whatever that spirit says is intelligent, or there's that spirit is somehow like some type of like gateway to some knowledge, or like that's not what it is. Like for the way I look at it is like most of the time when you see stuff like that and then spirits are react, those are lost spirits. Those spirits are lost and they're in hell and they're suffering and they need attention and they need your energy. So that's what it's not like you're talking to an intelligent spirit most of the time. Like and even then, like why do you need to even conjure a spirit like that? Really, like why don't you like why do you need to do that? Is it like you're a spirit too? Like I can be in a box and start knocking on a box. That's a spirit knocking on a box. You see what I'm saying? Like it's the same thing. Like what the fuck? Like what was the point of you doing that? Like I don't get it. Like people say, "Well, I'm doing this so I can be able to get wealth, abundance, and peace and healing." Like you can't do that shit yourself. Like you can't do that shit yourself. You need somebody else to do it for you, or I don't know. Like I'm not like when you see things like that, like Ouija boards, like there that is a thing. You can connect with spirits and stuff, but a lot of those spirits are very like lost and they're not really. You don't need them. Like they're not something that you need. Like it's just because you got to ask yourself why is a spirit so worried about what I'm doing? Like and why and what if it's so important? Why did you have to conjure that spirit? Why couldn't it have just came to you? If it was so important and powerful, that spirit could have just came to you and told you what you need to hear. Why is it that you needed to do something to even get that spirit's attention? And why is it even why is it so worried about what you're doing? Like because a lot just because a spirit is something that like everything has a spirit in it. But when you talk about like these spirits, like they'll say, "Oh, this spirit is haunted," or these a lot of these spirits haven't even moved on, and they don't know what to do. They need to gravitate to some type of energy because they're lost. They need something. They're not. It's not really something like a spirit that's intelligent or he has knowledge or like most of the time it isn't. That's not what it is. I always look at it like I'm a fucking spirit. So why the fuck do I need you? Like, why do I need you? Like, I'm a spirit. Like, what are you gonna give me? Like, as a spirit, like, and whatever you can give me, I can't give myself. I can't help myself. Because even if you're talking to a spirit, what is it? What is it telling you? And when you ask yourself that, you're gonna realize whatever it's telling you is something that isn't important, or it's telling you something that you already know that you didn't need it to tell you. It never could be nothing else. Only could tell you something that's unimportant or something that you already known or you could have known. Even if you didn't know it, you could have came to your own conclusion and know it. And it's like you gotta always ask yourself that, like, why the fuck is it telling you? Like, hold on. That's weird. I don't know, but yeah. Yeah, I don't like. There's this one. There's another. Well, I'm not gonna even go into that. But there's this not like when I look at it. Anybody that talks about spirits and Ouija boards and all that shit. I'm not talking about you, Rob Deeds, but like if you see somebody that's all they talk about are stuff like Ouija boards and spirits and trying to say Bloody Mary in the mirror and all this. If us all they talk about, you gotta know that this is a very most of the time this is a very damaged person. Like, cause a real person who's really spiritual, even if they're aware of these things, they know that reality and existence and what you're aware of right now is the most important thing, not something that isn't here. Like everything is here. Spirits are here. Like they'll say, "Oh, the spirit." Like you have these spiritual people say, "Oh, the spiritual world," but it's like there is no spirit. We are in the spiritual world. Everything that you think is the spiritual world, it's connected to this world. It wouldn't exist without this world, and vice versa. Like it's it's here. So there's nothing that differentiates. Like people say, "Oh, don't you're stuck in the spirit world." You're stuck in no, you are in the spirit. This is a spirit world. You can just be more lost or more aware. So you're aware of your situation, and then it plays out physically. Like this bitch, she's not aware, so she's lost in the physical. This bitch I'm talking about. Whereas somebody who's aware, they know what to focus on, and based upon that, their life is getting better. So always judge it by are you thriving in life? Is your life getting better from a natural perspective? Because there's fake perspectives where you can be doing the wrong thing and you think it's getting better, but if you're holistically getting better in life naturally, then you know you're on the right track. That's true spirituality, not all this other shit people want to talk about. Because when you start going into all this other stuff, and I don't want to say these things are wrong, like tarot reading. I like to make this example not because tarot reading isn't right, but you got to look at it like most of the females. Like there's this one black, this Nigerian bitch, and I'm not gonna name her page. I'm not gonna just be calling people out, but I was watching her page, and this bitch is very damaged. She's talking about tarot reading, and every reading is about a relationship and guy and other men, and talking about how like, oh, she meets a man, and like she just fucking lost, right? But then when you look at her page, her life is like in shambles, and like I don't want to be shit on people, but like all she does is just sit here and read tarot, and she be ranting about tarot reading all day, every day, talking about relationships, men, but that she don't even have a man at all. And the way she acts is so fucking like you can just tell she's fucked up. Like a lot of these women out here, the reason they don't got men is because they don't act accordingly, and then they will complain why they don't have men. And then she's like she'll do tarot card reads about how um she'll do tarot readings about relationships for other people in her audience, but yet she's not even in one. So why would you be doing tarot reading relationships if you don't have a man? That's contradicting. Because the way these people do tarot, you can make anything sound legit. You can do a reading and pull a spread, and if you know how to talk, you can make any card seem like that's what's going on now. That's why there's so many tarot card because and they're doing tarot every day, and they're like, how the fuck do they have an audience? Because the audience is lost. So and they know how to talk. Because if you're a tarot reader, you only your audience is a reflection of you. So whatever you're going through, and you're a tarot reader, that's your audience. So whatever you're reading and you're talking about and you're projecting, you're automatically going to have people agree because your audience is a reflection of you, especially when you're doing shit like tarot. So a lot of these bitches who they're like, oh, you're a good tarot reader. It's not that she's a good tarot reader. It's this bitch, you have the same problem as a tarot reader. You guys both have relationship issues. You have abandonment, narcissistic issues, and all this other issues. So when she does a reading and she's talking about herself, because she can only project, she's only going to be attracting people who are for that. You see what I'm saying? So you can pull any tarot spread, and if you know how to talk and project your bullshit, you can make it look like any tarot spread is what you're going through, and then people be like, "Oh, this is right." Like those tarot spreads, they'll be like, pick a card to see what you're going through, and then you pick a card, and they'll be like, "Oh, it's right." Like most of the time, like I always even say, damn near all the time, you just rationalize why that's right. Because it doesn't even have to be like that. Like you say, oh, this is happening to me right now. But yet, and let's just say it's something bad that's happening to you. But that's wrong because who said you have to be in that bad situation? If you actually got your shit together and you were doing something in alignment and you were thriving, you would have been so busy you wouldn't even need to pull that tarot reading. The fact that you're pulling that and it's reinforcing what you're going through, it shows you you're just in that. It showed you that that's not really what it is. You don't have to be going through that. If you were doing like I said, oh, you just told me that this relationship wasn't going to work out for me, and you were right. No, not that they were right, bitch. You just had a fucked up relationship, stupid ass bitch. If you had a good relationship and they pulled that tarot, you wouldn't even got that card. You see what I'm saying? And then a lot of the times when they pull a tarot, they were able to rationalize and talk. Especially if they're good at talking, they can make it look like it's something sounds like it does it. Like I could pull a 10 of cups, and whatever you're going through, I can rationalize why that's a 10 of cups. Like that's how these bitches be doing. And like I said, their audience is a reflection. So a lot of the times they're going through something. That's what their audience is going through. So they'll talk about relationships and this man is stalking you and this man's gonna leave you or he's getting his karma. That's because bitch, you're going through that and you have issues. Why does it gotta be something negative about a man leaving you or is he dating you? Like that shows you that that's on your mind. So a man probably hurt you, a man probably did something and you can't get that off your mind. I saw one talking to Abraham and I'm like, bro, gotta be all hell. bro got to be going through hell if that's really him. Then he said, like, see, that's exactly. This is what Ralph said. I saw one. See, this is what I'm talking about. First of all, he's not talking to Abraham Lincoln. This nigga's talking. This nigga's everything that's coming out of his mouth is him. He's projecting how he feels. He's not talking to Abraham Lincoln. Like, this is what I'm saying. This is why I say a lot of this is the degenerate shit that you see in this whole tarot spiritual community. They do all these. It gets weird because they start doing these weird weedings. Even like Brother Panic was like, "Oh, I talked to Michael Jackson. I talked to fucking Tupac and like talk to these." Like, you're not talking to all these people. You're just talking to your fucking self. And then everything that these people are saying, like, you're not like you're talking to Tupac and he's telling you some shit that only the feds and the CIA know about Tupac. You'll say, "Oh, I talked to Tupac," but it'll never be some shit like, "How did he die?" So you can pretty much, isn't it happen like nobody knows how Tupac died, like the murder, or like even like Michael Jackson, nobody knows how he died. It's still like a conspiracy around it. Was he killed by the government, and was it a natural death, or what government agent? Like, if it was really him you were talking, if it was really Abraham Lincoln that nigga was talking to, Abraham Lincoln would be telling that nigga all the Masonic secrets that happened. He'd be telling all the Masonic secrets. He'd be talking about what was their plan, what would happen back. He'll be able to go in depth so much that if you were talking that shit on the internet, they will be attacking you. But how the fuck do you know this? And then some of these people that they say died don't even exist. Like, some of these people didn't even exist. Just because they tell you somebody died doesn't mean that person existed. A lot of people they tell you throughout school and then like the internet they say died, those people never even existed. It's a fake character. Like you got people like back in the day, like Leonardo da Vinci and all these like artists and shit. Some of these people didn't even exist. They're just like fucking fake ass people that they just make up. Like, a lot of these people never even existed. Just crazy. So even when they're doing a reading and they say, "Oh, I'm talking to this person," like how are, if you're able to talk to this person, why is everything this person's telling you is something that you always question? Like, when they say I'm getting channeled or I'm talking to this person, listen to what they're saying, and you'll notice everything they're saying is something that they didn't need to talk to that person to get. Like, "Oh, I'm talking to some Pleiadians," or "I'm talking to this spirit," but yet everything they're telling you is like common sense. It's something a regular person would tell you, like, or you can figure it out on your own. It's nothing that's like, because you got to live life and experience to know certain things. You see what I'm saying? You have to live life. You can't just. So it shows you that they only can talk what they are internally. They're only getting it from within. They're not getting it from anybody else. And they said the sun should be black and the moon red. So whoever was doing that reading, they believe that the sun should be black. And it's probably somebody into melanin, and they think everyone's from Africa, one of these black indigenous so-called people, and they're like, "Oh, the sun should be black because black people and black, and they call us black and black power, and the moon is supposed to be red," and all of that shit. That's who that person believed that. So when they did that, they just got confirmation what they believe. Because you got to actually live life and go through experience to have knowledge. You can't just have somebody give you all. You can't be 70 years old while you're 30 years old. It's impossible. I can never say I'm a 70-year-old man. Even though I could say I'm more smarter than this 70-year-old man, I still didn't live to be 70. I can't say I'm 70 and I'm not 70. I can't say that I've watched fucking Fast and Furious if I've never watched the movie. You can't do something and not have done it. It's impossible. So when they talk about all of these spirits talking to them, that doesn't make sense. They're just talking to themselves because everything coming out for them is themselves. They didn't go through what that actual spirit went through in their life. As if even if they were talking to that spirit and it was real, the spirit would at least tell them something that they went through, and then they'll be able to correlate it to something in real life, and they'll probably be able to write a book and get rich from it. Like, how the fuck you know what Abraham Lincoln said? And like, you see what I'm saying? Like, it would be something like that. They're not able to do that, so you know it's bullshit. I think people in power, they do get lost. I think when they die, I think they do get lost. It depends on like what they like the person, obviously, but like at the end of the day, like when you go to sleep and you dream, that's pretty much what death. Like when you go to sleep, right? You dream and you're in a world and you're doing something and you're having an experience, whatever it is. When you die, it's like that on a bigger scale. You just whatever because when you go to bed and you dream, what does your dream consist of? Everything you did when you were awake. So when you die, it's the same thing, and you get in that world, and then you live in that world for a certain period of time. Because when you're in that world, you have to come back into a body eventually. You can't be in the dream world, just like you can't be in the physical world. You can't live forever in the physical world, right? Eventually, you're gonna die, and then you gotta end up having a. You see what I'm saying? The body's gonna perish. So it's the same when you die and you go into the mental world. That mind is eventually gonna perish. So it's the same thing that you have to come back here in a body. It's like you can't stay in one place forever. So that's really like what it is when you so like when you're in power and you get lost and shit. It's what did you do? If you were in power and you're a piece of shit, then you're gonna whatever you did is gonna be a piece of shit experience in life. Like it's the same thing. So if you're like a person in power, but you use your power for granted, then you're gonna have a. That's just what you did. It's not even like nobody's punishing you. Like that's what you did. So you have to um you gotta experience what you did. Cause the all that dream you create your own dream. It's all something you created. It's not something that you're going to. So they do get lost if they were using their power for something negative. Like most people that are living right now, like they talk about going to hell and shit, and or like in religion they'll say, "Oh, go to heaven if you have to praise to Jesus and go to." If you're into religion and you believe in that, you're going to hell. Like the concept, like when they talk about hell and like burning, it's meant. It's not like burning as in like burning in fire. It's burning like in like you have a nightmare. Like imagine a nightmare. A nightmare. What is a nightmare? Think of what a nightmare is. That's pretty much hell. So just think of that. That's hell. It doesn't have to be like, oh, you burning. Just think of the last nightmare you had. That's fucking hell. You don't want to imagine being stuck in that shit. You don't want to be stuck in that. That's fucking hell. So imagine like a very scary nightmare you don't want. That's hell. So that's why you want to like not. You don't want to be in that shit. Like somebody who just kills people and rapes people and does a whole bunch of heinous shit. They can end up in a nightmare where some negative, horrible shit happens to them. It doesn't even have to just be rape or hell, but the severity of what they did is gonna happen, like because they created that world, so they can be in a world where it's just anything like that's horrible. Like they just in a world where like they getting fucking raped and tortured and killed, but yet they created it because that's what they did. So then they have to live that shit out. That's their hell that they're in, that they created. It's not like it's somebody else doing it. It's like their mind that they created, but it looks like it's somebody else. So like the whole Christian and all these people in the Bible, these Christians that they think that they're doing something good and believing in Jesus is like, no, like they're going to be going to hell as well. And don't be a person into Christianity and be a fucked up person. That's even worse. That's going to even be worse. But I think I'm gonna end this live stream, guys. I'm gonna be back a little later. I'll probably be back tomorrow. I'm gonna do my fast. I'm starting my fast tonight, and I'm gonna be back tomorrow for you guys. Or yeah, I'm gonna be back tomorrow. I'm gonna try to go live every day, and I'm gonna start my gaming channel. I got the controller here, and everything. I got the controller here. I got it on. It was a Black Friday deal. Well, it was supposed to be 200, but it was 160 something. But then I had like a like a gift card to this to the place, and I got like some more taken off, so I didn't even pay that much for it. So I'm a fucking I'm gonna start playing because I got a whole bunch of games that I had gotten, but I don't have time to play them. It's weird how I don't even know how motherfuckers. I don't even work or do any of that 9 to 5 shit. And I'd be looking at these people. They'd be like working these 9 to 5 jobs and shit, and like they'd be gaming, and I'd be like, how the fuck do you niggas have? I don't even work a 9 to 5 or any of that, and I don't even have time to even play a lot of these games sometimes. But like I'm gonna start doing a lot of my fasting now. So when I'm doing my fast, that's the time. That's when I love gaming the most. Is when I'm fasting because like I already like because it's like I'm not. I feel like because when I'm fasting, I'm healing. So if I'm like playing my game, I don't really feel like I'm wasting as much time because I'm healing. So like I could like when I'm like bored or I'm like doing my fast and I'm just trying to do my thing, I just get on the game for probably an hour or a few hours. So that's why I said I'm gonna be doing my fast. When I'm not fasting, I really don't even like the game really. I like the game when I'm fasting. That's like the best time I like to do it. So how the motherfucker got time? I know I don't get it like because I don't even work a 9 to 5 and I'd be like, damn, I don't have enough time to do this shit. The game, I don't have time to do any of this shit. Like, it's not that I don't have enough time. It's just other things I want to be doing. And then even if I do game, like it just so much time to put into it. But then I see people that be working these 9 to 5s and they got a family. That's crazy. I don't get it. They got a family, got a 9 to 5, and then even they'll be saying like, "Oh, I don't even have time to game." Like I know there's a lot of these niggas. They be like, "Oh, I don't have time because I got a family, got this," but then they try to force time, and I'm like, damn, nigga, you can't even really enjoy because who the fuck just games for an hour? Like, if I'm gonna get on a game, I can't just play a fucking game for an hour. That's why like I have to when I do it, I have to put energy in it because I can't just go and game for 1 fucking hour or 30 minutes. That's dumb as fuck. If I'm a game, I have to game for at least 5 6 hours at a time to really get the most out the game. Like if I'm just doing short sessions, it's a waste of time. I feel like what's the point? Even though like I rather set a whole day aside to game or some shit, or a large portion of the day because I get the most out of it. When I'm playing a game, I like to play the game and do a lot of shit. Like I don't even like even like when I'm like I watch the cutscenes and shit. Because when I play games, I'll watch the cutscenes and I'll do shit because I'm playing the game, so I feel like more like it's more fun to do that shit versus like if I'm watching a movie, I just can't watch a movie. But if I'm like playing a game, I'll watch the cutscenes to get into the game because I'm playing the game, so it makes it more fun and like no, okay, I'm doing this and like I could follow the story more because I'm playing the game, so I can watch the cutscene. But if I'm like watching a movie, it's hard for me to follow the story because like movies just are boring as fuck to me. But when it's a game, I'm actually playing it. I can follow the story because I know I'm gonna be playing the game and then I'm gonna be more interactive with the story. So I can follow the story. It's easier for me to follow the story because I got a Mercury and Aries, so like my mind works quick, so it gets kind of boring to me sometimes. That's why like when I like the only time I can really follow a movie is like when I'm like really like when I was very depressed and very lost, that's when I was able to watch YouTube and watch movies and watch shit like that. Like the more like I got out of that, the more I couldn't like my mind would be so quick and my mind will be speeding and I can't focus on something like that. It's weird. Like I used to be able to sit down and sit and lay in the bed all day and just watch movies and I can't do that shit nowadays. Like it gets because my mind is so like quick. I'm always thinking of something like something to do. Like I want to move around and do something. Yeah. Yeah, I barely have time to play the game. I do keep going work out and constant vids. Like I'm like, damn. Yeah, exactly. And the days get shorter and shit. I fuck with single player games. Yeah, they are. I like single player games. Yeah, I never been into anime. I never really liked anime. I tried getting into it when I was younger because everyone used to be, oh, watch this show and watch whatever, and it was always boring as hell to me. It's not that I like. It's not that I hated it. It's just it was always boring as hell. Like every time I watch anime, I'll get hella bored. Like I can't watch anime without getting extremely bored. it's always bored the hell out of me. Anime. I don't know. I tried times to watch it because people will watch this show, and I'll try it. And it always was boring to me ever since I was young. Anime just always been boring as hell to me. I can never get into it. Yeah, I don't even really watch TV and movies at all. Really, like if I do, the closest thing is I watch like a cutscene if I'm playing a game, but that's it. But as far as movies, TV, I can't watch it. And a lot of the times, the reason I can't, because like when I used to drink and smoke weed a lot, especially when I used to smoke like over a year ago and drink, like I used to be, because I was smoking and drinking for so long, a lot of things that I thought entertained me, it didn't entertain me. It was just the weed and the alcohol that made it more entertaining. So for like a large part of my life, I used to watch a lot of shit, do a lot of shit. Then once I got rid of that, like I kind of felt naked because a lot of those things it didn't entertain me, and I was like, why the fuck doesn't this? I was like questioning, but I realized it was a lot of it was the weed, the alcohol that made me indulge in things I normally probably wouldn't. So once I got rid of that, that's where as like I got more like I have to start figuring out like more constructive things to do in my life, like things that are just more constructive to do on a daily basis. Because there'll be times where I will want to go get high just so I can do something and have fun doing. Like I want to go do this, but I can't enjoy it unless I'm high. But I looked at it like maybe I'm not supposed to be doing that. Because if I can't enjoy it while I'm sober, then that means it's not for me. It's a waste of my time because I'm seeing life through like a real lens. So like it's like a lot of things I don't even really deal with no more. Like just because of me being sober, which I stopped smoking like a year ago. So yeah, I can never go back to smoking. That shit really it wasn't really good for me. I'm not saying it's wrong with something wrong with smoking. Just for me, first it's something wrong with me when I smoke. So I'm done. I would never smoke again in my life. Fuck that. But I'm probably gonna start my fast around. I probably started at 9 o'clock. I started at 9, and then I'm gonna start my fast, and then I probably do this one for 30. I'm gonna try to go 30, but I'm gonna just do it for as long as I can. I'm gonna at least do at least 10 days minimum. Yeah, but I'm gonna try to go to 30. And if it don't even matter, it doesn't even matter. It just matters the consistency. The consistency, because if you're able to do 10 3 day, if you're able to do a 3 day fast, take a day or two off, do a 3 day fast, take a day or do that for 6 months. That's more powerful than somebody doing one 15 day fast. The consistency means more. Fuck the number of days. Do the consistency. The number of days is good in terms of really cleansing and shit, but for if you're a beginner, don't even worry about that. Worry about just the consistency, because the way you will feel after a consistent fast of 1 to 2 days over 6 months is going to be way more powerful than just doing one 30 day fast. Even though that's going to still be good, but the consistency over time, because you could do one 30 day fast and feel good, but then eat for the next 6 months or eat for the next 2 months, and then you feel back to where you were before. Which versus imagine doing it consistently for 6 months. You're going to be feeling a lot different than just doing it for once for 30 days and then going back to what you're doing for another month or two. You're going to feel the same. So you don't want to do that. It's about consistency. Yeah. A lot of he's like, you don't want to be that weird nigga without entertainment. I don't even, a lot of people are like, because a lot of people are like are forced to wake up. When I talk about the awakening and people waking up doesn't always mean somebody's calling me. Fuck is this 408 number? That's San Jose. I don't even live in no San Jose. I haven't lived in San Jose for over 10 years. The fuck is a 408 number? But when I talk about this awakening, everyone talks about the awakening like it's something. It is positive, but they talk about something that always feels good, or it's always something that everybody wants to go through. Like if you're going through it, no, like sometimes an awakening can be in a situation where, like, nobody, like, this is why you see a lot of struggle content creators talking about how nothing entertains them no more, is because these are the niggas who are wet off entertainment 24/7, like Mysterio said. And since they didn't take the initiative to evolve their life, the spirit has to intervene, and then the spirit will make you not find certain things entertaining no more. Like right now, you have a lot of people say life isn't fun, life doesn't feel the same. Don't believe that shit. It's, you have to have energy, just like you need $5 to go buy some fucking candy from the liquor store, or you go buy whatever you want to buy. You need money. In this new time, you need so-called chi, energy, whatever you want to call it. I don't want to call it, it's just energy. You need to build energy for you to have any enjoyment, peace in this new time. If you're lacking that, then you're going to find that external things don't bring you pleasure, and you're going to be thinking, well, life sucks, and it's because I'm getting older. And you can believe that, but that's not what it is. People, that's something people say to make them feel comfortable, why they haven't done the work. Because if you really have actually done the work, you'll realize that isn't the case. You're supposed to actually feel more joyful, more peaceful than you were when you were a kid. No matter how good your childhood was, you're supposed to feel it. If you're actually building the energy, the so-called chi, and getting into that higher state of awareness, you're actually supposed to feel better than when you were when you were a kid. You're supposed to look at it like as like some new shit you've never felt before. Everyone keeps saying, "Oh, I want to be a kid," or "When I was a kid, I felt peaceful and I felt good," and I can't feel no. That's because you just haven't done the work, motherfucker. Like you're not supposed to. You're supposed to feel better than you were as a child. You're supposed to feel more, and that's because of what you've done. So anyone speaking that is just because they made a mistake, or they're not doing what they're not in alignment with self. So they're not able to experience that part of their body, their awareness. Because most people, like, they say they're human. Like, you're not human. If to be a human, to be nobody, we all have human bodies, but most people haven't even felt the potential of their human body. It's like you have a Lamborghini, but you never drove over 50 miles per hour. You never use the suicide doors. You only enter through the window, or like you're not using the features of the car, but yet you have the Lamborghini. You never drove that shit past 50 miles per hour. You never use all the little features on it. You never dropped the whole hood, or you never did any of that shit. But yet you say you have a Lamborghini. Yeah, you have one, but you haven't used it to the maximum potential. People have their human body, but they haven't used it. They haven't tapped into what they can use it for. And then they want to act like it's something to do with everything just sucks nowadays. And who the fuck said? And then it's funny when they'll talk about the things that they find suck. There's stuff that's not real, like video games, movies, the shit the government's doing, going out to the club, like shit that's not real. It's not like something that's actual real. Like shit that only exists because somebody put it out there. That's the shit that they're comparing. So it's like, even if that shit did feel good to you, it's still not real, dumbass. So why would you put that as your, like, I don't get it. Like, you gotta, motherfuckers are stupid. Yeah. See, I'd rather chase hoes all day. Exactly. But even then, like, there'll be a limit to that for me too. Like, eventually I'll want to find somebody to deal with, or not even that. Like, just because I ain't trying to just chase. I'm not trying to do just anything all day. Really, anything all day gets repetitive and gets retarded and dumb. I would say that's just me though. I mean, man, I went through worse stuff recently. Yeah, I hate hearing most women's voices when I'm calling for customer help. Since I'm so damn. I feel you, man. and people's voices in general just get fucking retarded. Like I don't know, I know what you mean though. Like especially nowadays, I don't know what it is. Like it used to not really be like that for me, but it's like nowadays, like when I hear motherfucker, not just women, just any people in general. When I hear their voice, man, it just that shit irritates the fuck out of me. Like some, not all people, but some people, like most people, I should say, like when I hear their voice, I'm like, God damn, like it could be, it doesn't have to just be a female. There are females too, but like some niggas' voice, just like shut the fuck up, man. Like you can just see the way they talk. They so programmed, like they don't got nothing important to say. They're just like a regular person, like so fucking regular. Like I know everything you're gonna say. I know what you talk about. I could probably even know what you research on social media. Like you have nothing to offer to society other than your labor working at your little shitty job. That's the only thing you have to offer. You stocking the shelves, you picking up the customer service, you fucking doing whatever you, that's the only thing you have to offer. You don't have no creative to give talent, you don't have no knowledge. Any knowledge you have is what fucking David Goggins told you. Stupid ass shit. Like I hate fucking people like that. Like that's most of the world because social media has sucked the soul and the life out of the average person. So everyone's like, oh, we're waking up out of the matrix, we're waking up. But like the way I look at it, most people are actually dead. Most people are actually worse. It's like that's what makes it so dangerous, or not dangerous, but it makes it so kind of unnerving is the fact that everyone's talking about they escaped the matrix. But it's like at the same time, you can say that because people are more aware, but then since we're getting deeper into this shift, ever since 2023, when we started getting deeper in the shift, as time goes on, it's like all that spiritual wake up out of the matrix shit, it's not really cutting it no more. If you're a real spirit, you can see that a lot of that shit is like is bullshit. Like that because we got to remember like a lot of these astrological play. We're pretty much energetically we're going into a more masculine time. All of these years before, we were in feminine energy. So it was about how you feel, your opinion. A lot of people are into spirituality, like Infinite Waters. That's when his channel was booming. Now his channel is trash. Ain't nobody give a fuck about his shit unless he talks about something P. Diddy did or some shit that's not important. That they're promoting in the government. That's the only time he'll get views now. Before he used to talk about chakra energy and manifestation, and he got a lot of views, but nobody gives a fuck about. Not that nobody cares about it. It's in this masculine time is you got to be doing it. That's what people care about. So it's not to say all of that stuff is not important. It's I don't give a fuck about you talking about it. We got to do it. And as we get into this new time, you got to actually start doing it. This is why struggle content is getting more lit now, is because nobody wants to hear anybody talk. Because if you're doing something positive, there's nothing to talk about. You doing it in real life. So the only thing to talk about that you're doing, because you have to talk about what you're doing in real life. So if you're successful, you're not really talking about it because ain't nobody really trying to hear. You out living a successful life and reaping the benefits. If you're miserable, that's what is popping because everybody's miserable. And remember what I said? You have to be talking about what you're doing in everyday life. So if every day in your life you're living paycheck to paycheck, every day of your life you work a shitty ass job, every day of your fucking life you're complaining about a bag of Cheerios being $8, then that's what you have to talk about to get lit because that's what you're actually doing. Complaining about a bag of Cheerios and living paycheck to paycheck, working a shitty ass job. That's what you have to talk about. So it's a masculine time where it's about doing. So this is one of the main reasons struggle content is getting more lit is because of that. And you'll see successful content doesn't get that much vibes because most people who are successful who are on YouTube, they're trying to sell a product so they can make money. And if you're not trying to sell a product and your life is successful, there's no reason to even be on YouTube. Unless you just like to talking about other random shit, and even then, like you're not gonna really be talking about that much random shit no more. So it leaves a situation like because we're going into a time where there's a lot of more masculine energy, a lot more doing, a lot less bullshit. This is why people feel like life is coming to an end, nothing's entertaining, and this is that, and the world doesn't feel the same no more. It's not that the world just like nothing. The world ain't ending. It's a long. We still got a lot of years. Like this shit is like we're the new beginning. It's like 1,000. Like imagine like it being like 3,000 years ago, and somebody says the world's ending because I feel it's gonna end because this and this is happening. But yet they don't even know that 3,000 years later we're still gonna be living here. So a lot of niggas thinking that the life is over. Like no, nigga, like you just say that now. There's still gonna be years later that they ain't going anywhere. There's gonna be certain thing because the reason it looks like life is gonna be over is because the system has had people fooled. Because if you we're most people we're human beings are domesticated, so we're living in a fake system. Most people are living in a fake ass system. So if you're living in a fake system and most of the stuff you do every day is fake, it's easy to have the impression that the world's gonna go is at the end. But if you really use your common sense and you go to the jungle, you go into the rainforest, animals aren't. They're still doing the same shit they were doing before. They're not nothing is happening different than animals than there was 100 years ago. And if there is, it's because human beings are invasive to that species. So they're destroying the trees or taking the food out of the ecosystem, or they're putting chemicals or making buildings. So it's affecting the animals. But if the animals were just let be, nothing will be going. So it shows you there's nothing wrong with life. It's human beings and this fake system that's making it. And then once the human beings keep doing that too long, the spirit of this land of this world is got to do stuff to get you out of here. So it can it can play out in like especially with the government. Since the government they have a lot of access to resource and they have law and all this law and order and military. It's hard for them for like the average people to actually do something to them. So this is where like their health is gonna start fucking up for no reason. This is where like they may get into an accident or one of like they have a family, they're driving and they get like something happens to them because the government they're cursed. So negative things are happening to them behind closed doors, and they're not going to tell you this, but it's because they're cursed and the things that they're doing is making it so their life isn't going to be peaceful. So they have money, wealth, but they're not able to really enjoy it like they want to enjoy it because of like things that are happening. Like they're cursed. They have a curse because you can't just come on an indigenous land and set up shop and make money over years and you don't think the spirits of that land are like cursing you. This is why certain places in the United States and certain how this is what I come up with the term haunted house. Is they built a house on top of a land that was cursed with a lot of spirits, and that spirit is terrorizing anyone. So they can't live in that house. That's why when you have like these shows like Adam's Family and all of these other movies, they have a haunted, it's like be a haunted house, it'll be a mansion. Like it's a nice fucking mansion. Why don't they renovate it and they live here? Why don't they just let it be a haunted house? It's because if they renovate it and live there, negative things will start happening to them because that land is very like the whole land of America has a lot of spirits in it, but there's certain parts of the land that are like very, very bad. They don't even go there no more. This is where they have haunted houses, or you got a place like in the middle of nowhere and nobody goes there. But you go to places like LA, New York, Las Vegas, those got the least type of negative spirit. So that's where they're able to build shop and set up like Las Vegas, LA, because it got the least amount. So they're kind of safe there, even though it's not safe anyway, but they're kind of safe there compared to like if they go to certain places that was like off limits to them. Because they know if they were going to go there, they'd get their ass torn the fuck up. Because this whole, you can't just come here and on a land and set up shop and drain the resources and abuse the people and take advantage and make them your slave, and you don't think that's not nothing negative is gonna happen to you. Like shit's gonna happen to you. Yeah, you gotta have fun and get your money and do your thing, but it's gonna come at a cost. Like all that fun and all that peace and all that partying and all that shit that you got from it, you're gonna have fun and party and you got your wealth or your money, but it's gonna come at a cost, and then you're not gonna be able to do that again. Once you out of here, you're not gonna be able to come and do that shit again. And I can't like that's the good thing about it. That's the funny thing. That's the funny thing is that they even be making these movies and shit. Cause like the movies that they make is like a lot of the movies they make is shit that they fantasize about that they want to do. Like people talk about, oh, this is what they're doing, this is what the government's doing, guys, and they put it in a movie. Some of the shit is they're doing, but some of the shit they fantasize about. Like they'll talk about like they'll have a Marvel movie, or they'll have a movie about like some type of like science fiction, and they're looking for some type of uh, nanobite cure, which you could shoot nanobots into you and it gets rid of cancer and it makes you like an X-Men, and you shoot a nanobot up your ass and you're like some cyberkinetic anti-cancer getting like that's some like they're not gonna do that shit. If they can do that shit, why don't they just do that shit right now? And all of these dead ass fucking politicians that are sick and got all these fucking diseases, why don't they just shoot them in the ass with some X-Men serum? Because that shit don't exist. They wish that would happen, and then they hope they try to figure that out. But certain things you can't do with technology, and even if you're able to do it, it comes with a cost. Like all of this radiation, like they're talking about 5G, 6G, 7G, virtual reality, robots, and quantum computers that can like upload videos in a millisecond. Yeah, they can have some of that shit or a lot of that shit, but it comes with a cost. It comes with more radiation. So the stronger they make the virtual reality, the stronger they make the 5G, in the next 20, 30 years, there's going to be more diseases and more um, mental and physical illnesses and elements than there is now, because as the technology gets stronger, they're going to have to make a stronger grid with more radiation, with more, because in order for this technology to work, they have to have radiation, they have to have a stronger grid, stronger electro waves, and all of that to make the technology work. So as they get stronger, people are going to get more sick, people are going to be more mentally ill. There's going to be a lot more mental illnesses and other diseases that are going to come in the next 30, 40 years if they keep taking this technology to where they're trying to take it. So you're going to see a lot of people come with illnesses and shit, because all of it comes with a fucking cost. Like the way this shit is set up, you can't have your cake and eat it. So yeah, the technology is going to be convenient, and you'll probably be able to sit on your ass and have some fucking robot bring you some coffee, but it comes with a cost. Like it is, because that's the way this world is. You can't have your cake and eat it, and you're not supposed to be building all this technology like that. And you can do it if you want, but the way the spirit has it set up with you, when you do it, it's gonna have repercussions on your health, your mental, and other things to like balance all of that shit out. So you can't, because you can't have your cake and eat it. You can't. That's why, like I say, like all of this technology shit, like they try to tell you, oh, the technology and the AI and all of this shit is gonna, like, I personally believe that shit isn't gonna go the way people think it's gonna go. I'm not saying it's gonna fail or it's not gonna fail. Nobody knows, but I'm just, what I'm gonna tell you is, I don't think the technology in life that they're trying to portray is gonna go the way they say it's gonna go. I don't think it's gonna go like that. A lot of shit that they say is gonna be happening in the future, it's not what's gonna happen, it's what they want to happen. So they're trying their best to get it to that point. You got to understand a lot of this shit. You got to even look at it like a lot of things right now should have been, but they weren't. One example is the vaccine thing. Everyone was supposed to have that. Most people were supposed to have that shit in them, and all of that other, even that pandemic shit. If people believed in it, that shit probably would have still been going on right now if enough people believed in it. But there was so much backlash. That was one of their, they got a lot of failed shit, but there's a lot of shit that was supposed to be happening right now. Like this, as bad as this world is right now, it could have been so worse. If it wasn't for the people at least being a little bit more aware, this system would have been so worse. Because you guys think everything the government does, everything that they do is all of their plans work. No, there's a lot of plans that fail, but you don't hear about it because they need to make you believe that we're perfect and everything we say goes, where no, a lot of their plans fail. This country was, they're actually behind. Like a lot of their plans, they're behind. They're not really where it's supposed to be. Like you, even though the world is fucked up, there's a lot of mistakes. Like you make mistakes you wish you would have did 3 years ago. When it comes to like a system, it's the same thing. Like there's certain shit that should have been in place right now, but because people are awake and certain things happen and they're fucking retarded and people make mistakes and they made mistakes, they didn't happen. So the world isn't as fucked up as it could be, even though it is still. Even a lot of the virtual reality and shit, like nobody fucking fucks with that shit really. That's why it's not even as popular as it is. The AI shit, people are fucking with that. I can see. So I can kind of, but the one thing about the AI though, they gotta bring it in slowly because they they can't bring in the AI to its maximum potential because it's gonna be too real. Because once they show you the AI that's real, there will literally be no point of Hollywood. There will literally be no point in most music industries. Like, so it's like they're trying to bring it in, but at the same time trying to see how we're gonna still what we're gonna do about Hollywood. Because if they bring it in the real, because it can get to a point where everybody has their own development kit, and you could just make just like you can make your own YouTube and AI. You can make your own motion picture movies with AI where it looks real, and you could actually type up a whole script like 30 pages and say, and the AI will make a movie all the way down to who wears where. They can do that, but then it's gonna get rid of Hollywood and it's gonna like kind of make the system that they created pointless. So they have to release it little by little and try to think of how they can keep it up to par because they have like the AI that's like extremely real. They've been using it since like before 2019. They were using AI. Like a lot of these AI videos you see, they were using that shit back in 20 like 18, 19. Like Infinite Waters, I think he's an AI. He's not real. I don't think Infinite Waters is real. So like it just showed you like, and there's other channels that they were using that shit. But the reason why it's the cat's coming out the bag now is because they're releasing the real AI, and then people are putting like, how do we know this? So like now you're starting to hear talks about it, but it wasn't like, oh, they just started making AI videos and channels. Like they've been doing that shit for years. Back in like 2019, 2018, they were doing AI. They had this shit. People are just people. That's why a lot of motherfuckers like, oh, this is an AI channel, but it's like, no, nigga, they had this shit back in 2018 and 2017. They had it, but no one knew about it. Everyone would just assume that it was real. But then now with the AI, people are starting to catch on to it now. So now all of a sudden they want to say it's a dead internet now to kind of like save face. To be like, well, since everybody's knowing that AI and all this, let's just say it's a dead internet. And even then, it's kind of fake. Like they say it's a dead internet and most of the shit is dead. No, like when I say dead internet, don't just think AI. Think there's actual real federal governments that are pretending to be AI because it takes a man or a woman to make AI. AI just is not making it itself. Somebody has to make it. So when they say internet is dead, it's full of bots. Those are people trying to make money off the internet. And I'm about to go soon, guys, because yeah, I feel like technology is making more people slower. I noticed this with communication. Yeah, it is making people more slower. They try to say video games make people have more faster reflexes. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. They say, oh, when you go, anybody, don't get me wrong. The only thing video games can do um, is increase your ability to have fun, and that's even if you enjoy video games. Other than that, video games can't help you out with shit. Dumbass people want to say, oh, a bunch of useless, degenerate shit can help you with something. That doesn't make sense. That's what's wrong with social media. They try to rationalize everything. Like you got like it could be the most stupidest shit. They want to make it look like it's something normal about it. It's gonna be the video game fallout. I don't think society will ever get to that point. Like I don't think it would ever get. That's another like fake ass way because they try to make it look like oh it's gonna be apocalyptic and like first of all you in order for a society to get like that you got to have a bunch of stupid ass humans. I don't think society any community
can be that stupid where people are living like cavemen. Think about it. If you ever been to jail, if you ever been to prison, you will notice niggas will literally create electrical outlets out of a sandal and connecting a wire to a lamp or something, and then they'll be able to charge their phone with a sandal. Or like people do the most ingenious shit when they don't have nothing to do in prison. So imagine if people are locked up in real life with all these resources. Don't you think people will be able to start civilization again? And you guys think about, oh, people don't know how to make internet and this. And like, we don't need all that shit to be a human being. All of that shit is extra, and that comes after. Eventually, probably people will figure out how to do it, but you don't need that to actually be living in a community and thriving. All this extra internet technology shit, you don't need that. A lot of that shit is just like leisure, is not needed. Bruh, it's Thanksgiving holiday. I can't even eat at the defect cafeteria. They always serve mess. I wouldn't need any of that shit at the. That's one thing I hate about like places like jail or like military. Like they don't, like even in jail. I remember the guy was gonna literally write. I wanted to take some fruit to my cell block or my cell, and it was an apple. It was like over 10 years ago. It was like apple, and the guy's like, "You cannot take any fruit." And I was like, "All right, I didn't take it." And the last time that another dude was trying to take some fruit, and he snuck some fruit in, and they were like literally gonna write him up, like because in the what's it called, the canteen where you buy like the commissary, they only serve chips, beef jerky, noodles, just junk food, like Snickers, like nothing. They don't even sell produce or nothing cooked, like nothing. And only produce you have in there is that small piece of fruit they give you like at lunch and dinner. And then, so pretty much if you're a fruitarian or you want to eat healthy, you got to pretty much go to the canteen, buy noodles and junk food, and tell all the inmates, hey, I got this Reese's, I got this ramen noodle for your fruit. So if you somebody who has to eat healthy, you have to go buy real junk food at the canteen, trade in your food, your plate when they give you lunch and dinner and breakfast. You got to trade that into another inmate for their fruit, which you can do, but you're gonna be spending so much money and giving out your food just to eat fruit. Because other than that, you won't even be able to eat healthy in jail or prison. They do that on purpose because they want to kill off the prisoners by giving them junk food. That's why they don't give them any healthy food. Because this one nigga said he was a fruitarian and he went to jail. He said he had to trade in his meals and buy commissary and noodles and trade people $1. He had to pretty much pay like $2-3 just for a small ass apple because that's the only way he can get fruit. So we had to go buy can, and people would trade it too. Like people don't eat fruit in there, so motherfuckers would gladly trade you. But it's like, damn, you got to do all that. It's crazy. And I remember like they were gonna write this guy up for bringing some fruit in, and you can't even bring the fruit into the, or at least where I was at, the county where I was at, you couldn't bring the fruit into the cell. You have to eat the fruit there. You couldn't bring any food in the back. Well, I think that you could bring other food, but you couldn't bring fruit because they said people are going to be making like alcohol, like homemade alcohol, and they call it pruno, and you use fruit to do it. But it's like, bitch, they sneak cocaine and weed up in there. They sneak cocaine and weed up in that bitch. So why the fuck? Like you tripping about some pruno? The manifestation is instant nowadays. You're an idiot if you can't manifest. It's all about just being in alignment, to be honest. If you're in alignment, you're gonna get what's meant for you. I don't really like the word manifestation because people will talk about, oh, manifesting, I manifested this and that, but it's like, what did you do to even get that? Like you got to do something to get something. Like, and even if you say, well, I manifest
$100,000. Why didn't you manifest 10 million? Like you only manifested a million. You couldn't manifest 10 million or 15 million. So that showed you it's not about the manifestation. It's what you did to get that. Because some things you're not meant to have everything that you think is good for you. Some things you're not meant to have. Some things you really don't even want. Some things is not even right for your spirit. So if you say you want, oh, I manifested this, but then it's like, was that even good for your spirit? That's what you got to look at it. Do you think all these video game frauds? No, I don't think they're playing. The only thing the government I believe is doing, I don't know. I don't know shit about the government other than what I see on what they give out, and that's it. And I make my own conclusions. I'm not gonna say I can really give a fuck what the government's doing, and I don't know. Nobody knows really what the fuck the government's doing, other than what you see. I just see what I see on the internet, like everyone else sees, and I come to my own conclusions. I don't know, and I don't give a fuck what they're doing. But what I can tell you is the only thing the government is doing is making sure that the government doesn't fail, which makes sense. That's the only thing you know for a fact is what they're going to be doing, is doing everything they can to keep it running. So why would they want to destroy and make a fallout situation where nobody is like it doesn't make sense, because then nobody would need the government, and like the only thing the government wants is to keep it running. So why would they, like, even when it comes to the economy, why would they crash the economy where this no one's dependent on the government? And when it makes no sense. Like, even if they crash it, it's going to be a controlled, orchestrated crash. Why would they crash it to the point where, oh, the society's doomed and over? Like, because society can never be doomed. Because if they crash it too much, people will just go do their own shit and won't be dependent on the government, which would actually be a good thing, to be honest. But I don't think they're gonna do that, because all of this time and energy that it took them to build this, why would they want to crash it and end it? I feel like that's the only thing the government is doing and trying to do is keep this shit running. Right? And even if it means lying and saying that it's crashing to get people to do certain things to keep it running, like, it's all some planned shit. Do you think every year is like this too? Man, I'm like, fuck. Every year's like what? Oh, the defect cafeteria. Yeah, that is crazy. Yeah, I don't even celebrate Thanksgiving. I have family there saying, "Oh, did you want to eat?" I don't even. It's not even that I don't. It's just I don't celebrate it. I don't like most food. Like the shit that they cook, I don't even. I can't eat it. Like each year, I just like they had like Thanksgiving food. I just don't eat. It's disgusting. I don't like turkey. If I ate that shit, I'd probably get sick, and I don't like the taste of it. It's just nasty. I can't eat any of that shit. I can't stomach it. So you were in jail 33 Thanksgivings ago, was trading food. Yeah, this is horrible, man. Yeah, yeah, I'm done. I'll never. I can't. Yeah, I don't fuck with Thanksgiving. I don't even like the food. The food is disgusting. Like I can't even eat Thanksgiving food. Like literally, I cannot eat the food. It's disgusting as fuck. I remember even like when I before I came out here. Wait, hold on. Yeah, made alcohol with grape juice. I remember I celebrated Thanksgiving at the shelter back in, I think it was like 2019 or 18. It was something, I think 2019. I remember it's just so weird how far I came, man. Cause I remember that Thanksgiving, I was like hella, like, this was before I was doing my yoga or anything. Like, I remember I was there and they were giving out like Thanksgiving. They gave out so much food. It's so funny. Like, as time goes on, you notice how like uh the system just gets more fucking worse. Like, I remember 2019 when I was at that shelter. everybody was giving out food. They had like the stores, the grocery store, they'll all the food they didn't sell, they'll sit there, they'll put it in a bin. It was like a bread bin. They had a whole bunch of food. Like Starbucks would give their food, like their pastries and everything. They didn't sell for the day. All the restaurants, and it was hella food. And then people would come and do like Thanksgiving that year. I remember motherfuckers was giving out like Thanksgiving dinner plates. It was so much food, people didn't even know where to take it because they had like a bunch of people bring food, but then they it was just so much food there because everybody will be bringing food, other people, and then nobody who was donating knew how much food was gonna be there. So you'll be getting like 4 or 5 plates from different people, and it wasn't bad food too. But I know it's like after like especially after the pandemic, like year over year, I will go back there just to see because I had a homie who was over there, somebody I was cool with, and then I remember when I like they didn't even have Thanksgiving a meal there. They just had like chips or some shit, and then like nobody would donate, and it was hella fucking hilarious. So I'm like, God damn, like it shows you how like time goes on and like how the system just changed, especially after the pandemic. And I'm like, all of this food that because I'm looking at, and I remember I mentioned, I'm like, I wonder why this was happening. And then they were saying it's because of the pandemic and everybody got scared of like the viruses and they won't want to be around homeless people. And I said, I don't think that's really it because even like I think it just has to do with we just live in a very greedy system because what about all of those restaurants and all of those stores? They would literally donate tons of food to the shelter that they didn't sell because nobody was buying it. And this was in 2019. We're in 2025. More people aren't buying shit because of everything's expensive. So nowadays, like there's no like when I went there last time, there was nothing there because I will go to the shelter every now and then to get resource. Like I needed to get my driver's license renewed. If I told them I was homeless, I wouldn't have to pay for my driver's license renewal. So like, sir, that's why I will go to the shelter to get certain. That's what I say. If you guys like, especially if you need your driver's license renewed and you're not working and you live with a parent or your family, go to like a shelter and say you're homeless. You need your social security. You need your ID, and then they have services that can help you, or they'll have like certain things you can get. Like just you utilize the fuck out of it. So when I went there, the thing it was like I think it was 2022 or 23. I went to go because I was getting my ID renewed, and they had a Thanksgiving thing, and I went over there, and it was like there was nobody giving no food. There was no food in the bin, nothing. And I'm like, damn, I hadn't been here like in 3 years, and like it was a whole bunch of shit. I'm like, what the fuck happened? And I'm like, I know they'll say it's the pandemic and nobody wants to go there, but that's bullshit because, like I said, the grocery stores, the restaurants, they still the food that they don't sell. What are they doing with it? Why don't they? Are they just throwing it away now? Why would they throw it away? Because I back in 2019, the economy and was way better than it is now. People were buying shit compared to now. I'm assuming that's what they say, and I'm assuming that's what a normal person would say. But they still had enough food to give away that they didn't sell. So why is it in 2025 they're not doing that? So I'm thinking like these companies rather just throw away shit than give it away because they're like, why should we give it away? Because we're gonna lose money. But bitch, you're gonna also still have the same money lost if you just throw it away because it's not like you're gonna go resell it. So it's like these companies are just trying to throw away more shit than like actually help, which is crazy. That's why I said like it's just weird, dude. And then they be doing some hella like shady shit there. That's why I never donate shit to the shelter unless it's clothes or if it's food. And even if it's food, make sure it's not good food. Like, cause if it's good food, like the motherfuckers who work there, they will take it. Cause I was cool with somebody who worked in the shelter when I was there back in 2019. He said because I remember that the shelter had a shitty ass TV, piece of shit TV, and it was like an old ass like TV you get from like those fat ass TVs with like a big like the big ones from like 1999, and it was barely working. And you had to push the button to turn it on, and it took forever to turn on. And I was like, why is the TV? I didn't question it, but then I'm like, I wonder does anybody donate TVs? And the dude was like, yeah, they donate TVs all the time. They donate flat screen. I'm like, why don't they put it out? They said they keep it for themselves because because what it is, they don't want to make it comfortable like the shelters are supposed to be uncomfortable, because if they make it too comfortable, then people won't want to get up out of there. But at the same time, they need people there, because if they don't have people there, it will they won't get funding or as much funding. So it's like they kind of they play games, they try to make it hard to get out of it, but at the same time they try to make it uncomfortable to be there so you can get out. Like it's hella weird, but at the same time they'll complain to say people are staying there too long. They want people out. That's what one of the guys said. Like, because I remember there was a group of people. There was people there for like 20 years, and one of the social workers was telling me that they're going to be doing changes because they're tired of people being there for 20 years. That's what that nigga told me. I remember, and I'm like, but why are they making it so hard to get the fuck up out of there? Then, like, this is why I say, like, it's hella, it's ridiculous. Like, I got out of there, but it wasn't because the shelter helped me. The shelter didn't fucking help me at all. They haven't, like I said, the system hasn't done a damn thing for me at all ever. The way I got out of there was what the fuck I did. They didn't do none of their research. Hell, unless you could say I got a free ID from them. Other than I could have paid that little 30 some $40 for that little cheap ass ID. So they never did shit for me. So the reason I got out of there is because I got out of there my way. I can't speak for anyone else on how they got out, but I got out because I got out my way what I did. So it just, that's why I don't fucking, like, I don't really trust those shelters. I don't fuck with them at all, because I don't like they give good resources, like I said, the ID, and then I needed my social security card and my birth certificate. I got that free. I didn't have to pay, and like all of that other shit. And even then, when I needed it, they didn't help me with it. I only went there when I wasn't staying at the shelter. I was actually living with a relative. And then I went there and I got my ID and shit, because I lied to them and told them I was homeless staying at the shelter. That's how I was able to even get it, because you don't qualify for that if you're not homeless. But I just told them I was homeless, so that's why I actually got it, because I didn't want to pay for that shit. But they don't help you at all at that fucking place. They want to keep you there, and it's like, and even now, like they switched that shit up so much to the point where it's like they made it where you can't even eat in this. At least the one that I was at, you can't even eat there. And then they will get mad when they're like people will be there and staying there for, because like you have drug addicts that just sit there, and I'm like, the way they designed the shelter is there's no reason to actually go there unless you're a drug addict. Like they the shelter, at least the one I was at, they were complaining how like people are just, they weren't complaining, but I'll hear people who work there tell me that they don't like people just going there too much, and they're not actually utilizing the resources. And he said they're going to change it where you have to be like working with, in order to stay there, you have to have a caseworker and be looking for work. They were going to switch it up. But I'm like, the way you fuckers make the shelter, there's literally no reason to be there unless you're a drug addict homeless, because you can't, the way they have it set up is, it makes no sense. If you're trying to actually go out and get shit done in life, they kind of get you, they make it hard for you to do that. Like, you gotta, everywhere you fucking go, every time you go, you gotta like tell them where you're going if it's past the so-called curfew. But it's like somebody who got business and trying to make moves to get up out of there, they gotta fucking always go to this grown-ass man to tell him what the, like, it's retarded. And it's weird, and like, so it's like, it only makes sense is if you're a crackhead and you just want to go there to just charge your phone and have a place to stay. It only makes sense if you're that to go there. If you're somebody trying to get better, if you have a car, you're better off living in your car than going there. Because going there just to get a fucking bed and to go there would take at least 3 hours of your day. And then once you check in, you can't leave after 6, or you have to check out permanently. And if you do leave, you got to tell them where you're going, and it has to be to work. Like, it's fucking, they're hella retarded. Yeah. But it's just, I'm glad I got the fuck up out of there. Because I was there for a little bit, and then I didn't have to be there. because I did what I had to do and I didn't have to fucking be there. So shit, damn, it's already 6:19. I'm gonna start my fast at 9. I'm probably gonna just eat my shit. I'll probably just have like some fruit or something, then I'm gonna start my fast at 9. Keep showing me these stupid ass. Keep getting these damn notifications. I need to go clear up all my notifications. Turn off notifications and shit, because I don't know, they keep sending me emails and like dumbass shit. And I be unsubscribing to these emails and they still send me. So I don't know what's going on. He said, I hate the holiday energy. Yeah, I don't like the holiday energy too. Yeah, I cannot wait for these holidays to be done with and over with. I don't know. Every time the holiday season is over, I have a sense of peace and like I don't know what it is. Like I always feel like a sense of just peace and relaxation once the holidays are over. Like the day after Christmas, or especially after New Year. After Christmas is when it starts coming back, but after New Year's, it's just I have a sense of just like finally, like this shit is over. The only time I ever gave a fuck about the holidays is like if I was going to school at some time, or when I was working those few months that I worked in my fucking life, and that day came up, then I'll be glad because I don't have to do what I have to do. Like I get a break. It was like a long ass lunch break. That's how I looked at the holiday season when I was going to fucking school or if I had to work or some shit. But shit's crazy. That's the only time I never really fuck with it though. Like every time, like once the holiday season's over, I'm hella like relieved. I feel like damn, finally, my mind actually feels more clear. Cause I think it's I don't know what the fuck it is. Like I hate the holiday season. And then people be like, oh, you're just a Grinch. You don't like the no nigga. Fuck the Grinch because he's part of that shit too. Like fuck him and fuck everything about it. I don't like the holidays. It's stupid. I don't know why. Like what surprises me is that you got people that still celebrate this shit, but then it's not that people celebrate it. It's people that they try to act like they're not for the system. Like, oh fuck the government, fuck the system. But I celebrate holidays because I have a family and I have nigga. Shut the fuck up. You're a retard. Like that just shows me that. First of all, how are you even around people in life that celebrate that shit? If you have a family and kids, I'm not talking about your immediate family. You gotta have your mother, your father, who obviously celebrate. But if you're a grown ass man, you say you got kids and you have a wife, and you not celebrating Christmas, but you're doing it for your kids and your wife, you're retarded. Because why did you find a partner that is not in agreement to that bullshit? So when you have kids, you don't have to participate in that shit with your kids. First of all, you're the whole holiday season is about money, and you're teaching kids to be ungrateful because if their kid doesn't get what he wants or they want, they're gonna just be miserable. So and even when they do get what they want, you're working like a slave to make money to buy some bullshit Christmas presents, and then you give it to the kid, and then you're saying, I didn't get this for you. Some fat ass fuck in a red suit, he got it for you. So all the hard work that you did to get that, you're saying some fat ass in a red suit Mason is giving it worked and gave that to your kid. So your kid's thinking some fat ass in a red suit and not thanking you because you programmed him to participate in that shit. Like I never sat right for me. Like people say when I was a kid, even when I see people say when I was a kid and my parents told me Santa wasn't exist, it didn't exist. They felt depressed or they felt like I don't even remember I don't even remember anybody telling me Santa Claus isn't exist. I just remember one day that shit didn't make fucking sense to me. Like, it never been a time somebody told me Santa Claus didn't exist. I just remember that shit didn't make sense to me. My parents never told me anything. They even the way they acted, they assumed like I would have known. Nobody ever told me it didn't exist. I just one day it just didn't make fucking sense to me. I literally don't even remember. I just remember like when I was like young and 4, they told me this was gonna happen. This if you gotta because they told me and I was like, oh okay. And then probably when I was like 4, I probably believed in that shit because I was indoctrinated. And as I got older, it just didn't make. I didn't even question it. I just was like, what are my gifts at? And I literally don't even remember it. All I remember was I was like probably like 4 or 5. Somebody telling me some fat ass in a red suit, and I believe that shit because you're young. You're just gonna believe that shit. But probably when I got to like 7, 8, I just was like, this. It's not even that I thought like it doesn't make sense. I just didn't even think of it like that's what was happening. I just knew. Like it's just weird. I don't remember nobody telling me ever. Nobody ever told me Santa Claus didn't exist. And when I heard people say it, it was after I already believed it didn't exist. Like it wasn't like I believed it existed. Somebody said, "Oh, Santa." It was I just stopped believing in the shit. And then years later, when I already didn't believe in it, people told me it didn't exist, and I was like, "Oh, I already knew that." But it wasn't because somebody told me. It just was like it didn't add up. But I never understood how you can allow your kids to believe some fat ass in a red suit is responsible for all the hard work you did to get the money working at these corporations to buy these fucking products to then give your kid. You spend the time wrapping them. All of that energy, you're gonna put that on some fat ass in a red suit, not telling your kids that was actually the dad and the mother that went through all of that to give you the shit, to give you that shit, those gifts that you enjoyed. That doesn't sit right for me. Some fat ass white fat fuck in a suit, in a red suit. And then the kid has to sit on the Santa Claus lap because it's a pedophilia. Because the Europeans who who colonized, they're into pedophilia and weird shit. So that whole concept, whoever created they're into children. That's why the child has to sit on the lap. And they say, "What do you want?" Because it's like the use of a female sits in your lap in a strip club. It's the same thing. That's why can't he just sit in the chair next to him? Why do you got to sit in the Santa's lap? He's a grown ass man. And a lot of these, that's what I'm saying, is weird. I never understand that shit. Like it's hella weird. And then people take their kids to that shit. You gotta go with some fat, ugly ass fucking nigga in a suit. He's a fat ass. Can't even take care of his health, nigga. Like, what's your blood pressure test look like, motherfucker? And you worried about what a kid's gonna get? What you gonna give a kid for a gift? Stupid ass. And that don't make no sense to me. It's hella weird. And you notice how they all look the same. There's always some fat ass nigga in a red suit. They all look the same. They all look like a homeless bum. They got a fucking long ass beard. You have niggas, black kids, black parents going to go take their kids to some Santa Claus, and then they try to say, "Oh, Santa Claus is black," and they try to do the black Santa Claus. Like, why the fuck you want to copy what you're? That's what the black people do. Like, they want to copy Europeans. They'll say, "Oh, Jesus is black, Santa Claus is black." Nigga, shut your ass up. Santa Claus is white, Jesus is white because it was created by white people, or whatever race created Jesus. I don't know if it was white, Arab, but whatever that race is, that's what Jesus is. Santa Claus is created by Europeans. That's a European thing. If I see a black Santa Claus, you're fucking retarded. You're actually more dumber than the white one because they created a concept and they had you fooled to copy them. So black people talk about, oh, black people created everything and all of this other shit, but yet you're copying wanting to be black Santa Claus, saying Jesus is black. Why don't you create your own shit? Jesus is white and Santa Claus is white because that's the people who created it. There's nothing else. And shout out to the third view. He said the holiday consumer frenzy, the virus program, it's the final push for maximum energy. Exactly. It's all money draining. All it is just stupid shit. And so I'm gonna go up read some pantries. I remember I had to drive for an old lady loser. She used to get to the pantry. Yeah, I don't know exactly what you meant by that, but yeah, the holidays is they say it's mainly for kids. But to be honest, like even then, that's still retarded because why does your kid care so much about the holidays? It's because the parent cares about that. The kid is only going to care whatever the parent is telling them and forcing them, and wherever society they're in. Because if the kid, even if the kid has parents that aren't into holidays, if they're around other kids and shit that believe in that crap, and the parents, other adults, they're gonna think that, oh, I'm missing out. Why can't I celebrate Christmas? And it's all dumb. And then even when you see these adults, you say holidays are for kids. They're for grown. They're for people with kid spirits, not just kid spirits. So you see a lot of grown ass men and women. Them motherfuckers, they have kid spirits. You know how many grown ass men and women they're so depressed that they can't buy Thanksgiving dinner. Oh, I want to cook a Thanksgiving meal. I don't have the money, or I like I remember when I was in the county. It was back in 2014, and it was around the holiday season. Cause I spent Christmas, and motherfuckers were. It seemed like people were more depressed about being in jail during Christmas than actually being in jail. They're like, oh, why did I have to go to jail at Christmas? It's like, bitch, why do I have to go to jail? Period. The fuck Christmas. Like, that's what I'm saying. Even these grown ass adults, they're so programmed. Like, oh, I don't have money to buy my kids Christmas presents. So they're lost. They're stuck in their own mind. They're stuck in their own hell because they feel they need to buy something for Christmas. So they're feeding into that whole corporation. Like Thurview said, it's a consumer virus. They want you to feel guilty or I'm missing out. Even niggas would be like take they are you gonna get yourself something for Christmas? Or like it's like you have to have something for Christmas. Or when motherfuckers go stealing shit, they'll be like, oh, you must be going on a holiday shopping spree for yourself because you stole all that. Or niggas will go steal shit during a holiday. They say people go through the holiday. The holiday season is the worst time to go stealing shit. I don't even go take shit at any time when it's a holiday season. Certain places you just don't go because that's when everyone's doing it and they're looking at it. The best time to go probably be after the holiday season, like January, because that's when everything's back to normal. Because it's Capricorn season. Capricorn's like depression, everything's serious. So that's like kind of like the best time to really do certain things in regards to because it's after the holiday season. I wouldn't say it's the best time to start shit, but the certain things it's like the best time to do because like everyone's off guard really. Like everyone's kind of depressed, everyone's kind of down, everyone's kind of like in their own world and it's back to normal. And then Capricorn's a serious sign, so that's like usually the time where it's like kind of to do things other people aren't doing. I wouldn't say it's good to start something because it's still Capricorn season, but at the same time, if you know, like it's actually good to do certain things that the holiday season, because most people are caught off guard around Capricorn season for the most part. Like that energy is kind of like they're caught off guard. Nothing's really going on in their life. They feel that way because the holiday season just ended, and it's like it's a crash. Everyone's high during Sag season, and it's a crash. Capricorn season is like everyone's back to reality now. That's kind of what it is. But at the same time, it's like it's not really because Capricorn season is still winter. It's still so that's why during the holiday season, that's really not even a time to really do shit like that. Going out there and taking from stores, it's dumb. Because I remember the fucking city I was at before I moved out here. They had horses police on horses around the whole shopping center. They had caught somebody. They had fucking chased this nigga on a horse, and then they had to take him. They put him in. It was like in the news or some shit. They was like the horse caught somebody. That shit was fucking hilarious. Very true. It's so messed up to teach that kids some imagination. Oh, yeah, I already read that. Every time I go in the store, they be on my nuts printing out codes. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know anything. I don't be stealing shit from stores and shit. So I used to do that a long time ago. I don't do that anymore. Even when I was doing it, there was a certain way I did it where like 99% of the time I would not get caught. But I don't certain things I don't say on the internet. You don't want to say certain things because you don't want it. One thing I realized when too many people do something, that's when they shut it down. They don't shut something down when somebody does it. More so as they shut it down when too many people do it. That's why it's stupid to tell like certain like you got idiots out here that'll sit there. Oh, this is a new hack. Like somebody was they went like at Dave and Buster's and they were able to get extra tickets by tricking the system. And like, why would you put that on social media? You know, and it got like 1 million views on TikTok or something. Like, you idiot! Why would you put that on social media? You could have probably gotten away with that for the next year. Now they're gonna cover that up because it went viral. You dumb fuck. You don't ever tell your fucking all your shit, especially on social media. That's stupid. Like certain things I don't even say on here because it'll get shut down or it just you don't want to. It's not even that get shut down. Like I don't want people doing it because if too many people do it, then it's gonna get known. You don't want people to like too many people to do like I don't. That's why I don't condone anybody doing anything illegal. A lot of it is mindset. Like it's a mental thing. It's a lot of mental stuff you gotta like. I don't know. That's how I'm not going into a lot of shit because not to say that it's a way you're never gonna get caught. It's anytime you're doing something, even if anytime you're doing something good or bad, there's always something can happen. It's never anything foolproof. But there's like certain ways. It's not just about physical. Like a lot of people that think, oh, I got to do this. I got to. It's not even that. Like it's just sometimes it's just how the certain the way you think. Because people don't. A lot of people don't grasp the reality of the physical and how it correlates to your mind and how you things happen. Some things can happen and do happen based upon how you're thinking. And when you're thinking a certain way hard enough, then you allow certain things to happen and not happen when you're feeling a certain way. And that's all as far as I'm going to go with it. I'm not going to go any deeper into it. That's one thing I realized. Like the mind is very powerful, and you could actually control certain situations in the environment to an extent just by thinking and thinking a certain way or feeling and thinking. It's not just thinking, it's about having an emotion because look at thinking as like the vehicle and the emotion is the gas. You can think about something, but if you don't have no gas to put in, you're not going nowhere. So you got to think of something and then emotionally feel it, and not just fake emotion, real emotion. And then when you have that strong enough with anything in life, you can create certain things from happening, and certain things will happen in life that you like can predict. Like it gets that deep. That's what everything in life, really, to be honest. But even some people they'll sit there and be like, "Oh, I can do that," and then it doesn't work for them because they don't. It's not true. Like you gotta genuinely. But I think I'm gonna have to go, guys. I'm gonna have to because I'm gonna cook my shit or to get ready for my. I'm gonna start doing my fast at 9 o'clock. Yeah, I'm gonna start doing my fast at 9, and Yeah, I'll probably go live tomorrow. I'll probably do my stream. I'll probably go live again tomorrow. Do streaming on my game or whatever. I'm gonna do something, but yeah, I'm not. I'm done talking about this stupid ass bitch. That's the last. She can make all the response. I'm not going on. I'm not going anymore. That was it. Yeah, but I think I'm gonna go, guys. I'm gonna hit you guys up a little later, and then I'm gonna be. I'll probably be on tomorrow. Yeah, I'll probably be on tomorrow. If I'm not on tomorrow, then the day after. But shout out to everybody in the room. I think I got all the questions. If I didn't, then yeah, I'll hit you up later. But, all right, then, guys. Peace.